I don't know how he knows that your toes smell like cheese,
There's the updated multi.
but that's what he wanted me
Hey,
to
do you
tell you.
guys know the names of the devs? I'm trying to
Whiplash is one of them. I don't recall the other two. If you give me a second, I can look it up.
Okay,
Hey, Chewy's here.
really attempting. Also, it's up to you guys because okay, so one of the devs have expressed interest that they would like to come in and shoutcast with us just to
Sure.
be there. Are we all good with 4?
Absolutely.
Perfect. I will pull him up once he's ready.
Oh, where is that Discord? They have a Prairie Fire Discord, and I can look up all the names of the devs in there.
I'm just currently going off my memory of who I remember being in that channel.
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, I got Western Sahara, but I can't find the Prairie Fire.
Oh, no, okay, it's fine. I asked on the devs. They're sending me the names through.
Oh, that's perfect. All right.
Thank you for checking that.
Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we?
Gotta reorganize my Discord again. It's getting a little bloated, you know?
Ooh.
Yeah, Don. Title should
Anything very
change.
hungry.
If not, let me just hit the refresh button 20 times. There. All right.
It is
Yeah.
Eggs Beast. Eggs is the lead dev.
Yes, I know. He's already got his. They've all got their roles.
Yeah.
They're all
I've
looking
got
very.
someone in my chat letting me know.
Thanks. Thanks, random chatter. Are you guys all live? I know Barb's live.
Yeah.
I just went live, yeah.
Oh god, I'm late.
They should be starting momentarily because they had everyone slotted for the past few minutes.
We still have some people joining. Some people haven't slotted yet.
We
Yeah.
we got a huge. It's all bloated today.
Stop talking about being bloated. I'm bloated from fucking Thanksgiving
I
yesterday.
mean, we're in triple digits. Are you talking about how you got your asses kicked yesterday?
I didn't play.
I know you watched this. For
I
those of you that,
watched them.
if you watch the slaughter, or if you're part of the people being slaughtered, I mean, is it still all like?
Do you know how many times
Oh,
I
sound
cast
alert is
a
still
curse
on,
at the
Cac.
FNF guys?
Oh, you poor bastard.
I'm gonna be removed.
Amazing.
And Bob has
So
muted
OFCRA
himself.
and
Cringe,
FNF
baby.
had a they had a PvP match yesterday during Thanksgiving, and oh my God, FNF
Yeah,
got
I'm still
slaughtered.
alive.
They got absolutely slaughtered. Also, I see that extension thing. Let me get it off standby. Cool, that's deactivated. I'm not sure when I'll do DayZ like a stream again. I might do it a little later, but I want to upgrade my sound bites for it and give you guys something a little more interesting. You know, make the trolls a little more dynamic.
99. Some people are
Nice
still trying to
teammate.
join, I think.
Yeah, I imagine how many of them didn't update their
The bot
ace.
set. Yeah, because we're at about 111 on the TeamSpeak, but we're only at about 99, so probably another 10 trickling in.
I think that's what they're waiting for. I mean, I did say. I said.
Yeah, it's all good.
Liru, apparently you have Nemesis twice in your multi.
Send
My
in
chat is very,
56.
very...
Wow, they're
like,
really on it
They
tonight.
really want me to tell you that.
So I do.
You know what? That's right. Yeah, chat, you slay him for getting it wrong. People can't make mistakes.
Nah, I just feel tired because I wasn't supposed to help out, but I helped out making the all the Thanksgiving stuff. Pain in the
I
butt.
thought
There's
you
the
were
new
like
one.
The first one to help out.
Well, Bloodway wanted to go early, and I'm like, okay. And then it's like, oh, now you're helping. I'm like, what? No. But
You
yeah,
are like
no, I ended up
the
helping.
cook. So, you know. You do the cooking.
Ay, ay, ay. You know what? I'm gonna whip up some coffee for myself, BRB. I'm not gonna stay awake if I don't. Fuck me.
He's not gonna stay awake if he doesn't fuck you.
Oh God,
Damn.
oh no. Shit, I've got a
starting
duty.
this one off right.
I've got a duty for this FNF then, I guess.
He said duty.
Duty.
Oh,
What was that?
you better make it quick with that coffee.
Oh, are we going in?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna pull the dev up now. For those who don't know, we're having a dev. We're high up now. We've made it. Well, Liru's already made it.
Debatable.
Well, compared to us. It's like a very depressing ladder. Anyway, here he is.
User was moved to your channel.
Hello, Eggbeast.
Hello.
Good evening, chaps.
I got Mac here giving me the rundown, the whole history of Sug Prairie Fire.
Oh yeah.
Yes, Eggbeast, if you'd like to introduce yourself to the very kind people at home.
Yeah, fine. Yeah. So I guess I'm the sort of team leader for the Prairie
User
Fire
left your
DLC,
channel.
and yeah, we've got about 140 people in the team, and in 37 different countries, and they're all volunteers, and they get paid from the income from the DLC.
User
So
joined
the
your
last 3
channel.
years we've been building this together, you know, without any hope of ever getting paid. So they're pretty amazing guys, really, and girls. And I'm their kind of representative, I suppose.
Very good. Very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone loves that. Barb, I see you got taken away by Tifa. Where will you be when
Yeah.
Tifa strikes?
Never know.
So,
I'm thinking- I was just going to say, it's amazing to see this many people playing PvP. I've not really played PvP with our own DLC. It's really cool to see.
Yeah, it's always
PvP on
fun.
this is great.
Wasn't it like Bohemia, like, you know, had devs found out that people were playing stuff this large, and we're like, you know, we meant this for.
All right, I'll be
30
back in
people
like 30
max,
seconds.
and we're pushing it into the triple digits, like tonight, and it's. I mean, Arma already is one of those games that is held together by duct tape and a hope and a prayer, but
A prairie.
Sure, let's go with that. But it is, when you add so many people to it, it just starts breaking more and more. It's just
Yeah, I think with our Mic Force game mode, we have the AI being managed on all the clients who join the game. So, you know, you have like 20 guys playing the game, and they're all running the AI on their clients. Like we're being quite canny with the sort of netcode to try to. It creates kind of like virtual headless clients, like on all the different clients, you know. So if you don't do that, you're finishing up trying to run all your AI on one core, which is what Arma 3 is limited to, and it just doesn't work, you know. So by in your PvP here, you've got 100 players, but they're all running on their own client, so you don't have the same kind of issues that you would have if you stuck loads of AI in.
it's true, yeah.
So, just to say, just as a nice ego stroke here, because I mean, you deserve it. This is a brilliant mod, one of the best I've ever played. We've had so much hype for this event. I'm fairly certain it's gotten the most hype out of all of the events we've run this year, especially. So, congratulations for that, and congratulations for making such a good mod.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
cool.
you can get on Steam right now.
It is on sale with the rest of the Arma 3 DLCs, I believe.
It's on sale for 5 more days. So,
Buy
is
it.
the hype because of the situation, like the close quarter battle in the jungle? Is it to do with the weapons because they are?
I think it's.
Uh-oh.
I think it's a
No.
big mix of everything.
Yeah, kind
I
of
think
all of the above.
all comes out and it all
Right.
matches together. People love this sort of close quarters combat, being not really knowing where your enemy is going to be, because when you have in modern day, we have, you know, the close-up scopes, the advanced optics and all that, but in this you're very, very limited to what you have, and you have to fight like the what was, you know, what sorry, I'm trailing off here, but what I'm saying is I think people like it because it's a big change, and the change is such a fun, and it keeps you guessing all times. You never really know what's going to happen, and we've seen it so much. Bob, I don't know if you were here for NA last week. No, you weren't.
I was not. No.
Yeah.
I watched it. I think I watched the post-game streams and stuff. So I was hooked. I was really enjoying just watching the spectator chat and everybody having a laugh and watching, as people were sneaking up on each other and things. It was really cool. It was really cool to watch.
Yeah. So Bob, you are in for something here. I think it's been one of the best FNFs I've seen in a long time, and I don't know if I know I tweeted it out, but I don't know who's your social media manager. But I had Whiplash. Yeah, I played for the first time in a month because I was really excited. I was like, "Oh, this is so cool! I want to get into this."
NA round one.
Yeah. Liru knows exactly what happened. No, Liru knows exactly what happened. It was NA round 2. And so we got down. We just pushed off. It's 3 minutes into the round, and I've been ordered to start building entrenchments. Little did I know, someone moved the truck.
Retcha, thanks for a 10-month resub.
Or whatever when I was building the entrenchments.
Hope you enjoy the operations. Hope you get a nice kick out of the scenario.
And only killed me.
Also added
so
a
after a month
caffeinate
of not
option.
Playing, I was murdered by a truck.
Your own truck.
My own truck.
The good thing about armor is it'll always kill you in unexpected ways.
Always.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was 3 minutes in though, so if you go back and watch Liru's stream, because I think if you both streams, I was really annoyed. But that is the beauty of armor.
And nothing of value was
All right,
lost.
2
Thank you,
caffeinates. I'm
Bob.
still mixing this.
You play a very interesting game mode because you get one life, right, and then that's it. So it's all or nothing.
There are no second chances. You mess up, you're out of the round.
Like the bridge.
Unless it causes the entire mission to spur and they have to restart it. Yeah, last week, EU3, literally all of Op4 decided to drive through a jungle and blow up.
Yeah, he won't shut up about
family
this.
drama.
I'm really sorry about this. Liru likes to do this. But anyway,
Makes things exciting, to be fair.
who would like to take off with Bluefall?
So, how about let's do attackers first, which would be Op4, I believe.
All right then.
You guys want to do kits and stuff? I'll do roster and player information.
Yeah, I'll do Bluefall.
And we have Egg Beast here to fact check me on anything that I get wrong. But Red are going to be, I believe, PAVN, not VC, because these guys are all uniformed and wearing some semblance of organized equipment. They have 7.62x39 SKSs.
No, we're doing the roster rundown now.
Some Makarovs and
And I'm still mixing my coffee.
rifle grenades. We do have, I believe that's a
You can hear it in
Type
the background.
64 AK clone.
Type 56.
56. Ricardi over here with the sniper team that mows into the PU scope. And also has Rain here with a Swedish K, I believe, on his back.
Yeah, I'm not sure how Op4 got their hands on a Swedish K, but there we are.
So
Yeah,
they...
someone who like to travel more. I mean, the Swedish are pretty communist, aren't they? Wait, no, yeah, didn't Sweden give the North a bunch of Swedish Ks and armaments?
I don't believe so, but it's
I
possible.
want to say that.
Sorry,
I want to say that some.
They're in NATO.
history
I wouldn't have
don't mean
thought so.
to interrupt, but I love these ambient explosions happening all around them. It's a
Are
really
there
nice
already
touch. from them.
explosions?
Yeah, but they're ambient. They're meant to sort of build the hype.
Gotcha. But for the most part, yeah, mix
the
of
coffee.
SKSs, Type 56s. We see PKMs, and 7.62x54 rimmed. Just a nice mix of equipment.
You mentioned the SKSs with the rifle grenades.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
22mm rifle grenades.
So what's up with the lighting in your stream, Bob? Is that to do with the way that you're specking?
Yeah, in the spectator menu, hit L. It gives you.
It gives you a little light.
Gives you a flashlight both on your camera and on your cursor.
Yeah, Egg can't be in the actual server, so he's watching through the streams because you put it as you need to have a squeaky clean hard drive or Armor 3 download.
Yeah, well, that's just because I'm working on developing the next version of the DLC on a daily basis, and I can't have too many mods because it can cause, unknown issues and stuff. So it makes me a little bit inflexible with these things.
Fair enough.
Because it's a job rather than it is still fun. Of course, I have my fun, but it is a job for us as well.
I would like to bring up before we get into the roster for Op4, the appropriately named Armagesus, kitted out with a double-barrel shotgun and a wooden board with 9 RGD-5 grenades strapped to it.
So there's a story. There's a story behind that board. So the reality of that board, like it's been depicted in a number of historical sources talking about it as a counterpoint to the M79 grenade launcher. And we talked to our friends on the Vietnamese side of the fence, and they said, no, that's bullshit. It's basically it's a mine, like it's a booby trap. So they would carry it on their chest. They would run up to a certain point. They would place it down, and it would be with a tripwire. And then if you trigger the tripwire, it literally, all the grenades will go off. So it's designed as a and in fact, I think it had a thing with a whip, so it would whip the board and all the grenades would fly, and it would cause like a area explosion and
of 9 grenades in the air
and take out a platoon. Yeah, so
Jesus.
Now, of course, we've left it in there as a what we call a sapper vest, but technically that's not a vest. You wouldn't just run around pulling those grenades off and throwing them at the enemy like you might imagine.
Hey, Team Out, thanks for the 100 bits.
It's actually really technically a booby trap.
That's incredible. Yeah, some of the worst traps I can think of for warfare come out of the Vietnam War. Everything from feces-covered spikes to 9 grenades in the air at the same time.
Bungee sticks, Bob.
Yes.
Oh yes, we have shit-covered stakes.
Oh yes.
Am I allowed to say that in the stream?
Yeah.
Oh,
I imagine it's got to be quite hard to make like that trap into a physical trap, the chest trap, but it would be great to see.
Yeah, I'm not, because of our contract with Bohemia, I'm not allowed to talk about future development, but you can kind
Good old
pretty
NDAs.
much guarantee that where we've made a model that can easily be transposed into something quite functional, that it will probably happen.
Cool.
It's the closest you'll get to committing to anything. So we're not allowed to break promises. That's the only reason we can't talk about it. We're not allowed to break promises, you see. So if we said, oh yeah, we're going to make this, and then we didn't make it for some reason, then that would cause a lot of bad publicity. So
3 words, non-disclosure agreement.
I mean, yeah, I know everything that's going on, obviously, but I can't talk about it. So without killing you all, and then all your audience as well.
That'd be impressive feats.
Release all your secrets on 3 armor.
Right, I'll get to it when I can.
You do realize
hard to do that around Thanksgiving because I'm not
CIA guys like on our team. So
busy.
If we did want to kill the whole audience tonight, we probably could do that.
A few phone calls,
Anyway, guys, to avoid getting murdered, let's move if Liru, you want to take.
All right, Op4's roster, since we have 6 minutes remaining, they got 2 Dishka BTR-40s, 1 ZPU, quad ZPU on the back of another Dishka with that it's different camo scheme. I call it the vomit camo, but because just all that yellow.
I can see it.
Ooh. Just me personally, but otherwise, going over the player base, we've got Eric commanding. Lucelle's going to be his 2IC under Platoon HQ, and Jack being the platoon level medic. Let's see, it's going to be Resurge leading the marksman team under X-Ray. Riccardi is taking the marksman rifle, and the suppressed weapons they're bringing are those Swedish ones from the looks of it. Actually, one's bringing a grease gun, one's bringing that Swedish one. All right, Alpha HQ, we got Vargrant leading. Maz, I can't tell who the 2IC is. It might be Swola. Looks like Alpha merged with Alpha 1. So I think Swola might just be the team lead. But we've got Maz under there. He makes a lot of the maps, so he's important to note. Otherwise, a good list of players under there. Alpha 2, Dooley is going to be paired with Grav. Perhaps we'll see Not Bay somewhere in here, one of the best players in FNF, if not the best. Giovanni leading Bravo 1 with Skipu, Timex, Solek, Despo, that crowd. Bravo 2 being led by Shy with people like Greetham, Kalsum, and people from the 17th RB. Charlie HQ has the second best community on FNF, Pega Pirates, as Kane leading a large group under Charlie 1. Noteworthy names such as Legal Action, Arma Jesus, and Guy Fieri. Charlie 2 has some more infill of a mix of Pepega Pirates such as Coda and Sideways mixed with 1RCC players. Delta has, oh great, best community in FNF, Scandi Recon under Delta and Delta 1. And then Delta 2 has some 1RW players. Gamma 1 has G-Legs and Phoenix pairing to take the ZPU. And then we have Oddball under Bravo HQ just somehow got funneled on the bottom of the roster. So pretty powerful roster there overall, in my opinion. But let's go.
I know Scandi Recon are going to be looking to avenge what happened to them yesterday.
And the OFCRA versus FNF thing, right?
Yes. They won't like me saying it, but they were wiped within the first 5 minutes of the game.
Big ouch.
Moving quickly
anyway,
to
Blue 4,
we have Blue 4 and Green 4 to cover.
So,
I gotta
oh
go
god,
through
we
this
have a
quick.
Green 4?
Yep, as an
take
extra to Blue 4.
I can,
Go,
let me-
go.
Okay, Blue 4 are just going to be your box standard GIs, rocking M16s. I see some M14s as well, right into Huey.
Alright, let me
with two
catch up on the
M60Ds
caffeinates.
on each side, or sorry, one on each side. Seeing some M60s in the hands of a machine gunner, and some I forget the XM designation, but the grenade launchers. I forget,
148.
148. I was thinking 177, but that's the rifle or carbine.
Yep.
Otherwise, they got it's not a little bird yet, is it?
It's the predecessor to the Little Bird, the KU. Yeah, Chayus or something.
Got that being piloted by Korvac with what looks like a 7.62 M134 minigun and an M60 on hanging out the other side. Nice.
Correct. It's a scout helicopter, and it kicks ass.
Nice.
Love to see it kick ass tonight.
Absolutely. And then quickly, Green 4 before you go over the roster. Since you're on the same side, but Green 4 are going to be SOG operatives. We're seeing some more M4 carbines with the XM148s, suppressed Swedish Ks as well.
Okay, 14 there as well.
M14s, we're seeing a scoped M40, I believe. M60 as well.
Brave guy with the M40.
And I'm disappointed there's no stoner in the group.
He's got a stoner. That guy on the right's got a stoner on Bob's screen. He's got a stoner. It's a commando.
Yeah, on the little hill. The Stoner Commando. That is my favorite gun in the mod.
That is a stoner. Very nice.
It's a stoner with a commando drum. It's a 150 round drum. That's the biggest amount of 5.56 you can carry in the DLC.
Oh my god. Yeah, he's set then. So
Brutal
that is
weapon.
that is our equipment loadout. It looks like the saw guys out here don't have anything but their two legs to carry them around. Maybe some statics scattered around, but I'm not seeing any.
There's supposed to be two M60 statics somewhere around here. They
Most
might be
likely
at
loaded into
the.
helicopter.
If not, they're at the FSB. That Blue 4 is probably gonna have to go up and defend. Otherwise, rest of the roster. Already mentioned the scout helicopter. There's two other Hueys. Both of them have the M60s on the side. That's something for the ZPU to fire at. But otherwise, in terms of roster information, going over Green 4 first, we basically have a single squad and that X-Ray group. Sam, Kiri, Reapers, basically members of TSB taking X-Ray there, and then Whiplash and
These
Chewy.
developers.
Yeah, so I saw the SOG developers are playing as the SOG Force. Who would have thought? So I'll be curious to see how they work with all those fun guns. Otherwise, scrolling up to the top of the roster for Blue 4, we have Jack the Viper commanding. I have not seen him command ever. Dream, have you seen him command?
Jack the Viper, I think I've seen him command once. Don't count me on that. The name rings a bell. I know he's been here for a while, but in terms of his command, I'm not actually entirely sure.
So we'll see how that goes. Otherwise, Banks, I can't tell. Okay, no, he's got a grenadier weapon, so he's the 2 IC. Stark is going to be leading Alpha HQ for 4IB members. He's also got people like Tully and Bot under him. He's also got Norris, but Norris is just being a rifleman. Norris is very, very good with any machine gun, so he is always noteworthy. Turk, Tully, Dryden, Bendel also taking Alpha 1, more members of 4IB. Helicopter starting to take off now. Bravo 1, I do not recognize any of those players other than Twins, so a bunch of new guys, which is great. Always nice to see new players coming to FNF. We've got members of WCR under Bravo 2, which is, I think, also a newer community.
Yeah, WCR are newer, and you're right, the guys above are also new.
And then we've got Hotel 1, Hotel 3, noteworthy Hotel 3 because Korvac and Patriot are a good combo. But we also have Tanaka under Hotel 1, which means Coalition might be under Bravo. Oh, excuse me, Blue 4. I just don't recognize all their names, but they're one of, again, the best communities out here. But I will say, roster does seem a little stacked in terms of players and what I know they're capable of. On Op4's favor, however, the terrain of this AO, I think, is going to be a major factor in denying that, because just look at where Blue 4 has to defend. That's a very, very sheer drop-off there. Steep, excuse me. A lot of good defensive positions there. And Blue 4, I forgot to mention, also has 2 mortars. So I think those are being brought over if they're not already at the FSB. So a lot of room for Blue 4 and Green 4 to hold out these objectives, but we'll just have to see how things go.
And speaking of those objectives, just to quickly explain for those who are not familiar, this is a search and destroy style mission. There are 3 weapons caches that Blue 4 and Green 4 together have to defend. The caches for Red 4, who are attacking, are just somewhere in this circle, somewhere in the base. They need to identify it and then either shoot it up a lot, or preferably plant explosives of some kind, or launch a rocket at it. So in some way they need to cook it off to fully destroy the cache. And if they destroy all 3 or eliminate defending forces, Red 4 have to either eliminate all of Red 4 or hold out for 50 minutes.
Well, you've picked a very interesting battleground, because this is the Ashore Valley, which is historically a bad juju. It's very much on the side of Op4, and if you look at the sheer amount of elephant grass surrounding that FSB.
Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but Sam has just managed to kill himself within the first 5 seconds of the game.
Zodiac is also dead.
He's back up.
What about Zodiac?
I think Zodiac fell out of a Huey because his body is just down a cliff.
Yeah, I think someone told him to fasten his seatbelt by double tapping V.
Lovely.
Yeah, sorry for interrupting you. I just wanted to call that out if you...
Yeah, no, that's good.
Mark it off your bingo card.
So this is bad juju. This is like heavy elephant grass around the left-hand side objective there, which is.
I'm not getting drunk tonight. I'm sorry.
Special Forces camp in the Ashore Valley on the ground floor. Now, in reality, this had a runway with it as well, and it was overrun early in the war. It was never repopulated. It was like a ghost camp. People used to fly over it and look down in dread, as they were flying into this. This is like the Valley of Death. Up on the hill, you've got where the 82nd Airborne built FSB Berchtesgaden, which is up on Overwatch over this dead camp. And that's where the Blue 4 guys are all stationed right now. Now, these guys have obviously got a much more defendable position. You can't have guys sneaking up in the elephant grass, but of course, because they're on a hill, they've got the lack of visibility, because people can sneak up the slopes and they'll be defilating them.
So it's interesting to see where they're going to put their AA-Vic, and we have Greg firing that AA-Vic. He also took an AA in a recent coalition, and he got quite a few kills with it, but they were all...
Thanks, Devour. Hope you did too.
Ground forces, so we'll have to see how he does against the various Hueys and the Cayuse. I have no clue how you pronounce that word.
I don't think there's an actual FNF bingo card, but...
Native American tribe. So I see the
funny, something you can work
are
with,
we allowed to say about what we're seeing, like Op4 amassing in the north?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, all right.
We don't have a stream sniper problem, thankfully.
No. Okay, so Op4 amassing in the north. Now, if they could actually sweep down the west side of the valley and hook in and come in from the southwest into the camp on the valley floor, that is the closest you'll get to the camp without being spotted. I know this because I've defended the site so many times. Can you see like that little green bit that sticks out to the southwest of the camp on the map? It's you can get really close to it.
So they'll have the SOG developers will have to be watching every angle, making sure they don't get overrun.
Yeah, because if you just push from the north, you're quite visible. You've got a lot of open space to the north of the camp, and it's quite easy to put machine guns in covering.
I think
but
if the map boundaries were further out to the west, Redford would consider it, but at the thinnest point, it would be like 150 meters of concealment, and some commanders don't like being put into situations they don't think they can get out of. So I think that might be why they're opting to go more southeast, because otherwise, yeah, that would be one of the obvious routes. But
yeah, you've got thicker foliage, obviously, between the camps on the slopes, and obviously, in that position, you can't be seen from the Blue 4 camp. So you're in really nice thick cover on the slopes west of the Blue 4 camp, and then you've got an overwatch position onto the In 4 camp. So that does make some sense because you're not splitting your forces. You've got them all in one place.
Follower, go look on my YouTube and what I released a few hours ago with the TMTM driving license revoking bullshit, and you'll see why that's a bad idea.
Have their vehicles, but we actually didn't get this checked. Oh, did they? Oh,
yeah, they just dismounted a ways away. As is tradition, especially with the helicopters flying overhead. And of course, they are locked. Everyone is locked to first person in all vehicles, and there's no third personing at all.
So
that's why they got out of the trucks and started walking. Because it's a lot harder to spot them on foot.
Talking about tradition, how do we all think this will sway?
Oh, good question. I actually forgot to do my prediction on chat, but
what were the numbers for the prediction, guys? If you don't mind me asking.
I'd say Red 4 have a really strong roster. If they can take out the helicopters quickly and before they do a lot of damage, then I think Red 4 have a pretty decent chance. But if those helicopters are allowed to, wreak havoc on, just
42% defend, 58 attack. Thanks.
I think they're going to be able to hold out.
Yeah. So what I can see them doing right now, obviously we have a little bit of hindsight. So originally I probably would have set Op 4, but looking at this now, Op 4 are going to try take the hill objective now, which if they are able to do that without losing too many units, then I think it's going to be 10 times as hard for these SOG guys and just Green 4 in general just to defend it, because I don't think they'll be able to. And also Zodiac's dead.
Oof. Yeah,
he was the guy that fell out of the chopper, remember?
Yeah.
Yep.
What's interesting to note is that for the Green 4 guys and SOG guys, we have Carey and Chewy up on the hill just to the west of the FSB, perched up with that M40 and one of the XM177s. So they are doing some kind of basic Overwatch with what they got. Just
they
60 by 50
fired a mortar
sniper.
It's a good dual team effect there. You've got the spotter and sniper, and the spotter will obviously be looking for targets, but also be protecting the sniper against close quarter battle. And that's a really, really great tactic. And the fact that they're watching the intermediate zone between the two camps does make a lot of sense.
Yeah, and that spotter with that, I think a 2.5 times optic, I believe.
Yeah.
So less magnification, but great for just enhancing the Mark 1 eyeballs just a little bit to help with target acquisition, and then sniper takes him out.
I'd be curious if that short range that they have would be capable of linking up with the two mortars they have at the Blue 4 position. Because then they could walk in any artillery on any Op 4 that tried to hit the SOG position itself.
Yeah, talking about the mortar, they either just fired a very lucky shot, or maybe they know more than we think.
That flare that's going down into the forest, I think, was that mortar shell. So that's a ranging shot. So Red 4 should do well to avoid that approach now.
What's the commo like on TFAR here? Are the whole team able to talk to each other across the network?
You have to have radios or be obviously within a distance of each other. So everyone has everyone. Oh no, this is in on. So I don't think everyone has a short range. I think it's only long range for. It might be different because they're the PAVN. I'm not actually entirely sure because we don't get to see the makeups, but they might have radios, they might not. I know in a few missions, I know in a few missions before in EU, they didn't have radios, which was definitely a challenge that some people struggled to overcome. But I think it just makes it all that more interesting. Not having radio.
I mean, by default, the way we configured these units, they've all got short-range radios because that's the way that AI need it in order to control each other and stuff. So they have to have them. But if you've taken them out in the mission design, then of course that would be different.
That's a second flare popping up, I believe. Or is that just my... Nope, that was a second flare. So yeah, mortars are getting their ranges set. Red 4 are walking right into it. I mean...
Yeah,
looks like they've stopped to talk about it, but...
See, if my team had radios, I would put a listening post out about 300 meters south of the Blue 4 camp, looking for trouble. Because if you lose 2 guys on a listening post, but you get good warning of when the enemy are approaching, that would be a worthy sacrifice.
Yeah, I know a lot of commanders do like to have what I guess we would call forward recon units, but the Blue 4 X-ray, they actually don't have one. So they opted against picking an X-ray squad, I think. I just can't see them, but...
Interesting choice. And how many grenades do they carry?
I think it's about 2 to 3. Grenadiers get a bit more. Grenadiers also get a choice. Engineers or Grenadiers get a choice between incendiary. They do have Willy Pete. Both sides do, if I'm not wrong. But as far as I know, it's not too many grenades, but it's enough in a squad to hurt them.
So your average rifleman's got what, 1 or 2 grenades?
Yeah, 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Okay, which is, for PvP that makes a lot of sense. I mean, on co-op games, I carry 30 grenades.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
At least.
Stock up.
And if I've got the underslung, I've got 50 for that. So
Toss
that's
them out like
80 grenades.
on Easter, like just give them out like candy.
Yeah, you need them. Last stream I watched Digby playing co-op with us. I think he fired over 120 grenades in the stream. But that was before respawn. So he was carrying them and he was picking them up off the bodies.
I remember when we played the campaign, Bob. I know I wasn't there for all of it, but remember just the amount of grenades that would go off.
Yeah, assaulting a hilltop, throw 2 grenades each from each squad member.
Yeah.
That's like 14 grenades. That's a good softener.
Yeah, and the thing about fighting in jungle is grenades are your primary weapon.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I can say that from playing on some for the last 15 years. Which is why we have like 15 types of grenade in the DLC, and in Unsung, because that's what you need. You need all those types of grenade. They all definitely have their use, they have their purpose, and they have their moment to shine.
Absolutely.
Another mortar going out. It's starting to get a bit dangerous for Red 4 here.
So-
I don't think they have the capabilities to actually see them in those forests, but someone could just get a...
The last mortar flare that was fired was right on top of Op 4 as they were moving in, but Op 4's still going for it, so...
Yeah.
Well, it's not like they're spotted. It's not spotting flares. It's ranging flares.
Yep.
At what point does it stop becoming ranging? Oh no!
Right next to Platoon HQ!
Right next to Platoon. Oh wow.
They're like, I wonder what this does. I don't know. I would be very surprised if they actually. Oh my god.
Red 4 are going to be in a panic now.
They
Eric
could actually
is-
die. These guys could die because the splash from a Willy Pete will actually get you with the fire.
Yeah.
Like
So these
it's
guys
so
need
simple.
to separate from that as fast as they can because it will.
Yeah, that got a lot of people last week not realizing how big that spread is.
Yeah, and the actual tails
More mortars.
that come out, the tails that come out have localized damage. So if you get hit by a tail or you walk near a tail.
Bravo 2 for Op 4 spotted under fire.
This could be a really good mortar here. We haven't seen very good mortar plays recently, but these ones are...
2 shells are in the air.
This one, I think it's going to hit directly.
That
with
is...
Alpha Word 2
No.
minutes ago. No way. No way.
No. Look at the arc.
God.
Man down. 2 men down.
What a mortar.
3 men
We're
down.
finally
Yeah,
seeing mortar
unconscious.
gameplay.
That one was a little short.
Right. It was King, Sideways, and Theki.
So
They're all down
who-
but not out.
Our mortar guy.
Another shell coming in.
It is. Who is our mortar guy tonight? It is Stark.
Stark is very good with the mortar.
Yep.
Yeah.
Checking that mortar.
One shell coming in, little forward.
How has he seen them?
They're lucky that wasn't Willie
helicopter.
Pete, because if it was, the guy's healing would also be.
It's starting to be Willie Pete, and this one seemed like it's about to splash directly on top of a
This
squad.
one's gonna go a little far.
No, this is A2. This is on A2.
No.
Yeah.
You were right, a little far.
Seen
But again,
traces,
right
so
next to
somebody's firing M60 into that forest.
Yeah,
so
the
they must have
helicopter's obviously
spotted
seen him.
So
Yeah.
they've been spotted. So they've got accurate water fire as a result. That's good.
Bravo 1 should have
Good use of the helicopters.
That one's way too far.
You know
Yeah.
what?
Oh, that's not tracer. That's actually.
Oh yeah, there's a special thing. If you press P, you can follow people's shots.
Yeah, it's a tracer.
T, not P.
Oh, mine's P.
Oh, nice.
Right. Okay. So they're not being engaged from the helicopter. Okay.
Well,
There is a heli firing down at a group of 3 right now.
Yeah.
And that saw group is opening up on this trio down here.
And that's not just prophylactic fire. That means they've actually been spotted.
Yep.
Yeah, this is active.
When did FNF get eyes?
Yeah, right? Like, this is great.
They're trying to put on a show
Well,
tonight.
these are the devs, don't forget. They are special forces.
So they must have one guy in that camp as well, who's watching the area and spotting.
They do have an M40.
Well, we actually have.
Oh, the M40's up on the
And
hill.
if I'm not wrong, this is going to be probably the scariest. Yep, we have Scandi Recon currently the closest to the objective, sneaking up right now.
Yeah.
This is not who you want to be your closest threat.
So who is XDDD? Is that
I don't know who he
New
is.
guy.
new guy?
New
I
guy.
figured it might have been Ian or just drunk and
More mortars in the air.
decided to name themselves. But they are actually just sneaking up on them.
That's we've had very nice helicopter flares there, but
Other
I think
mortar.
he's dropped them a bit too high. If those were a bit lower, they would have been great. I think it's a 50-meter difference for grenades. I'm not sure the flares are.
Ooh.
Do the helicopters
No,
also
it's going too
carry
far.
standard loadout grenades?
Yeah,
So they
yeah.
have frags and they have CS gas.
He's gonna land right behind blue Op 4. Very close though to the rear element that's trying to come in.
Oh, someone's just been knocked out in the Blue Fort camp, and no one is noticing this. This might be it for Blue Fort. Oh, is this one about to be?
Shell just landed right next to 5 guys on Op 4 trying to run in. More shells coming in though.
I don't know if you're watching with nods or not, but just
Yeah.
turning them off and looking in how dark it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always
It
better
is.
to watch without nods. Oh, this one might be a good splash. Yeah. Oh,
Just forward.
yeah. This one's. Oh. If it's Willie Pete though.
Short. They need to adjust that fire literally like 20 meters north and they would get so much with it.
That would have been like almost a dozen Red 4 that would have been.
All right, we have
But-
a front feed force of XDDD, Luso, and Geva. Scandi Recon following up close behind.
So the thing about the Willy Pete is you can actually use it to create a fire. So you can put it on the flanks of the enemy and force them into like the area where your machine guns can cut them up.
Someone just fired an RPG straight at the
Yeah.
radio tower, which I think is going to be a terrible decision for them now. They've lost their element of surprise, but it seems no one has seemed to notice.
Gever and XXD charging up to where Blue 4 HQ is on the perimeter. Popping nades.
Who do we have? We have a Bravo HQ man in here hiding for his life.
That one was good, but yeah, this Bravo HQ guy is not having a good day. There's some nades in return.
They're actually
They're being, yeah, friendly fired.
Who's
By
that?
Scandi, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's Yanni.
Yanni.
All of them shooting up there.
Yeah, they're just shooting at shadows, I figure.
One of Op 4's down. And the helicopter's also firing from above.
One guy's not having a good time.
Gever, yeah, he's
He's still going though.
trying. He's not giving up. Ooh, that grenade.
Ooh.
Oh, that grenade. If
That one, no, it's smokes.
Smokes.
It's gonna give him concealment, but if that was a frag.
He's trying to maneuver, but now he's getting fired from the rear.
Scandi Recon being engaged by the helicopter, and Scandi Recon are now getting really close.
Taken
to
out by
Chewie
Martson.
and Kerry here.
They're about to walk up on him.
Yeah, they are. I think they've seen him.
Oh, this
Yeah,
is
Chewie's
this
seen
is
him.
the
Wait,
scam.
we got some long-range CPU fire coming in on the northeastern part of this hilltop.
You call it Scandi luck, but Chewie and Kerry have seen him first.
Maybe. Go back to
Another
the
mortar
box so you
going
can
in
see
the
that.
air.
Well, you said they were walking onto them, so I figured that Chewie
yeah.
and Carrie had no idea. But no, they are very much aware.
Oh
of
my God! Look at the Willie Pete.
Oh, what a Willie Pete smash! That's down one guy.
Yep. Oh, who is that who got caught in it?
Oh, moving to Kerry and
Alan
Chewie.
also getting a nice lungful of it.
Kerry and Chewie laying down. They haven't been seen just yet.
No, but they know someone's right up here.
I think a good tactic for Op4 would be to have two or three two-man teams trying to get a foothold in the trench line on the blue 4 base.
Oh, Scandy, what are you doing? Why are 5 of you hiding behind one tree? This is so not like you.
So one more thing I want to point out that's really being underutilized by Op4 is they had a mortar too, where you have Alpha 3-5 all the way to the west. Those two guys, they deployed their mortar over there, and I have not been seeing it used yet. They're using the ZPU.
That's a really nice nade. Oh, knocks one.
One down.
Here comes the panic, but Kerry's only got a sniper. Another nade.
Hey, for the record, the chopper found the ZPU and actually took it out. The gunner for the ZPU is dead.
Greg is down. That's not good at all.
Can't
That's
believe they
amazing.
ran
Back up.
past the sniper in the green 4.
Yeah, no, they just ran away. They had no idea.
And these guys are doing a sensible thing of not firing.
Mm-hmm.
Like Tilt when the NVA grabbed his boot, he just sat there and didn't fire in the pitch black.
Greg is back up.
Chewie firing out shots. Takes one down.
And here comes Greg with the SKS. Does he see him? Does he see him? 1, 2, 3. Goes down. But he's right
Whoa.
next to Carrie right here. With
But
the
Kerry is a sniper.
Yeah, he has M40, but he's still 7.62 NATO. Just hit him.
Pistol.
Handgun.
He can melee him while he's reloading.
Yeah.
No, but he's gonna choose. He has to see that barrel.
Infill.
40 in the face.
Yeah, that flare is lighting him up. Oh, as I
That
said,
was
Just helping out though,
comical.
or attempting to.
That was very
Red 4
unlucky.
have
Yes,
started
it is.
their mass push, but it's very broken up. But Blue 4 don't actually have a lot of guys defending the first area.
Ooh! Is that a napalm grenade?
Be a Molotov
Maybe?
carried by VC usually.
Kerry has managed
I
to
was-
stay hidden.
Possibly, but the fact that it exploded amongst Red 4 means they either messed up the throw or Blue 4 threw it, so I don't know.
Oh yeah, I mean, if you look at the attack lines of Op4 right now, they're in a kind of a column attack going into the Blue 4 camp. They could be mowed down by one machine gun.
If that
what-
helicopter manages to get a sight line on them,
the tactics here really should be to split into 2 or 3 elements and have a feint attack on the reverse perimeter to draw fire, and then to send 2 lots of assault sappers over the wire and get a foothold in the trenches, and then bring in reserve forces to reinforce whoever's got a strong foothold.
Uh-oh.
That's how
The
I assault camp.
server, I think, is suffering a little bit.
Yeah, server is.
yeah, the smoke and
I think all the IDF effects are doing a
we
number.
don't normally see this.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah, all those smokes I think is and oh no, Kerry's still on.
I think it's just some network desync, because it's just one of those times of the month, if not year. Because last week we saw, I think, a lot more smoke than this, and the server was able to take it. So I think it's just something. The server was trying to rebound a little bit, but I think it might be in a little bit of trouble here. At least the smoke effects are not going off, but
It's something, but we saw people moonwalking.
yellow chain.
Yeah, I got a yellow
Oh
chain.
damn.
That's a shame.
That's all right. Server might still be able to pull it out.
Maybe.
Is it like the Grand Prix where you basically have to like wave a checkered flag or whatever it is they wave? And tell everyone-
It's
tell
more
everyone
like
to
Le
hold
Mans, where
position.
only 2 people like to make it to the end.
We
And I
might
was kicked off the game.
have.
Woo!
Yeah, we probably
No
will have a
message
huge.
received.
What a
Give
shame.
it a sec. We might have a huge drop in players, but it might stay alive.
What a
I'll
shame.
wait for you to give me the all clear to rejoin.
Yep. 30 seconds. I'm currently looking at the
Oh,
staff.
damn.
Okay.
what it's worth, it's saying. I have
Don, if you're here,
250
refund
Kingdom server.
everything. Sorry to say. It is an N/A here, unfortunately.
Not move if they are.
And then we remove the caffeinate because those went by super quick. Oh, wow. All right, so now we're just going to wait for the all clear so we can jump back in, but hey, you know, shit happens. But otherwise, that was a great opening round. Shame about the desync, but that was funny that Infidel got point blank sniped by that M40.
Okay, we are having a player. We've got
Yeah, kicked me out.
Players. EU, European.
I'm all right, Nim. How are you?
Yeah.
Welcome. Oh no, I got kicked.
All right, so I guess I'll take the time. If you are
Okay, I
interested
think
in
that's a bit
DayZ, we
which,
have a
very
hardcore
unfortunate. It does not
DayZ
particularly
server
happen too
tied to my
much.
Discord. If you want to join that, do
I think
exclamation
it's
point
getting
Discord.
good,
We got a
too.
really
I think
cool
this is the
mod set
first
for
time
it,
It's happened in.
and it's pretty
in a
active.
good
We got
few
about
months, actually.
10 to 20 players on at a time, give or take. But for Namalsk, which is the map it's on, it's very active.
Well, I'm
In fact, this
watching
morning I
Nemesis
found
and
someone
he appears to
basing.
be
I
still
went up to
playing.
him, shot him in the back of the head.
Blue 4 got kicked. There's only one more blue 4 left.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm currently getting active updates.
That's pretty based.
I am a staff member.
Az does have a job, though.
Mike Foss?
I think that's why everything hurts.
Well, I mean,
Oh, and
from
I'm
a
him saying
DLC
everything hurts.
point of view, the white phosphorus is quite sort of, consumptive on CPU and stuff, but you weren't using that much of it.
I don't think it's the mod. I think it's Liru's correct. I think it's just a time of the month. There's just a lot of stress on the servers right now.
Because again, last week there was a lot going on. There was a lot of white phosphorus. There were mortars, everything, and there weren't even frame drops. Like, it was actually really stable. So I think it's just once in a while, the network will just die, and there's nothing you can do about it. There's no way to predict it. It
Good
just happens.
chance we will probably move on from that mission.
Time to grab a beer.
I don't want to call anything. So if you do have your predictions going, don't listen to me.
Who does my
I will tell
emotes?
you.
TML,
get
shoot
you
me a
the
message on
updated
Discord.
scoop.
I'll give you a link to her. I found her on Fiverr, but pretty good
And
return
that might
time.
leave us time for a 4th round.
Oh boy.
For a
And
what?
We're already in
So,
this one.
Sometimes we have a very, very rare 4th round.
We usually
I
go
see.
for 3.
Yeah.
Are we clear to rejoin the server? Are we still chilling?
Yes, rejoin the server. We've been pulled out. I think we've moved on to moved to the next mission. It's now an attack defense sector.
Ah, what a shame.
Okay.
But wow, I didn't know this. We have 2 Type 63 tanks.
Nice.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Those are the thin ones, aren't they?
Yeah, 2 105mm field guns. 2 M45
We're gonna run intermission real quick, just because.
Wow. No, this is going to be a big one.
AKA the meat grinder. Those quad mounts are called the meat grinder. For a good reason. You don't want to be facing one of those. Traditionally designed for anti-aircraft defense in the World War II and the Korean War. In Vietnam, they were primarily used in perimeter defense against human wave attacks. Messy.
My pizza's going to be here soon. I'm very excited. So, just to go through it now, it's an attack defense sector. Op 4 attacking, it's the NVA. They have a 15% advantage. Defending is in 4 and blue 4. Op 4 have the 2 Type 63s, 1 BTR 40, which is an AA Vic again, and 2 Dushkum BTR 40s, with in 4 having 2 105mm field guns, 2 M45 quad mounts, 1 M113A3, 2 armed Willy Jeeps. And that is it for so Blue 4 don't get anything.
What's on the M113 gun-wise? What does it say?
M113.
It says M11A3. 113A3, so I think it's an M2. Because last week when they listed it as an M113A3, we didn't know the thing because it didn't state, but it was usually an M2 static on top.
So I actually
Yeah.
I didn't check this. We have a AH-1G and a UH-1P.
Okay, well, so the UH-1P has 2 miniguns on the door guns, which is pretty deadly, and the Cobra H1G is the most deadly thing in the game right now.
Yeah, so I know exactly who's going to be trying to get into that slot.
Main thing about the Cobra is to avoid that.
It's round 2
like
now.
Shit, because the ZPU will one round from that ZPU will kill the Cobra.
We have a lot of pilots in FNF. Some better than others. We'll know exactly how it's going to go, depending on who.
So the main thing being the pilot of the Cobra, having been a pilot of a Cobra in many games myself, is to stay low and fast, to basically pick your target, to fly in, hit the target, fly out, and zigzag and jink. Don't let that ZPU or those Dushkums get a lock on you, because if you get hit by any of them, your tail's going to be out, and then you're in the shit.
Damn. Yeah. So I know if Greg's gonna fly it, because he's been wanting to fly one of those in this for ages. He will take it and he will strive with it.
Now the Popper model Huey, that's basically what we call a Green Hornet, because the 20th SOS exclusively flew them in Vietnam under the Green Hornet call sign. So the Green Hornets are flying. You want them as far away from the battlefield as you can, firing long range with the miniguns, because they don't have any defenses really. Their only defense is offensive fire. And with the miniguns on the door guns, it's very hard to aim them when somebody's flying really fast. So you kind of want to use them on a hover and use them again in infantry, but just keep changing position all the time, keep changing speed all the time. Those are the sorts of tactics you need to do to stay alive, like flying in a Huey with door guns.
Ooh, so Forebi Skipper going that gunner slot. Tanaka and these coalition guys taking the rest of the Hotel 2. We'll have to see who gets into that pilot seat.
Yeah, I'm excited for this one because we get to see some ARV in action. So they were given mostly not second rate, but more just hand-me-down equipment from the Americans. A lot of Garans and Thompsons, World War II equipment. Stuff that was still good, plenty good to kill with, but just not as modern as what the average GI was rocking.
So, quick one. A chatter who is also my dad wants to say that you made a great game.
Thank you, sir. That's excellent. Yeah, so the comment Bob there on the Arvin, after about 1967 they were fully equipped, so they had M60s, M16s, they were fully kitted out, the same as the Americans. Then they had the 105 commando vehicles, the V100s, I think they were called. They had M113s, they had Hueys, they had Sky Raiders. They were in a pretty good position. The Arvin were actually very well equipped. Later in the war, it's just the problem was they weren't well led.
Lots of nepotism in the command structure or something.
I think if you actually Google on the wiki page South Vietnam coup, COUP, you'll find there were 13 military coups between 1965 and 1967.
13 in 24 months.
Jesus.
Yeah, including at one point the.
John, if you're still here, thanks for those kind words, man. Sorry about that.
Secreted from a coup
part of the intermission.
13, where he was mysteriously assassinated. Which the CIA had actually arranged. So they took out the president of the country because he was not supporting what they wanted, and they basically replaced with somebody who would. And then after that guy got in power, there were no more military coups for the rest of the war. So they bet on the wrong horse originally. They bet on the right horse eventually. This was the problem. It's a bit like Iraq, with all the different warlords, and the same in Afghanistan. You're trying to unite a people, and they don't want to be united.
Well, if it fails, try again.
Try ad infinitum, apparently.
Yeah.
So they got the right guy in the end that could unite the military. He couldn't unite the country, but he could unite the military, and they were okay. But no, it was always weakened because there were lots of communist sympathizers within the army who were giving away positions, secrets, plans, everything. So it was never like an easy win for the South Vietnamese, which is why they didn't win.
Yeah.
I could go on all night.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Well,
The
you
SOG
might-
Prairie Fire lore update is out.
Yo,
We're getting,
Just-
I'm busy taking notes. Like,
we should change the stream.
All these are
titles
just
to,
op ideas.
change the stream notes stream name to SOG Prairie Fire Law Stream.
Lore stream.
all right, I got a question for you. What's your favorite Vietnam War movie, and what's your favorite Vietnam non-war movie?
Ooh, right, okay. Well, that's a hard one to answer because I have many. If I had to just go and watch one now, what would it be? Which would be the one that was most appealing for me to see again right now? I would go with Heaven and Earth, which is Oliver Stone's lesser seen third Vietnam War movie. Everyone's seen Platoon and Born on the 4th of July. Most people haven't seen Heaven and Earth.
Nor have I.
Not revive.
And Heaven and Earth basically follows the story of a girl in a village in Vietnam whose brothers join the Viet Cong. Then she gets raped by the Viet Cong. Then she basically flees to the city. She's in Saigon. Eventually, she meets technically a Matt B. Sog guy played by Billy Bob Thornton. She marries him. She moves back to America. He loses his mind and eventually kills himself. And it's all about her sort of like adjusting to life in America as a result of that. Now that's a tale told of the war, absolutely valid, just as valid as any of the other tales told, so far by Hollywood. It's just nobody's watched it.
Wow,
And
that's quite a heavy movie.
It's a great movie. I love it. I think it's one of the best Vietnam War movies made because it looks at it from the point of view of somebody who doesn't want to be involved in war, but is dragged into the
Thrusted
Innocent,
into
essentially.
the war.
Yeah. What happens as a result of the choices she has to make, and that's just as much a war movie to me as any of the others.
Yeah, well, good answer.
What was the other part of the question?
The other part of the question was, what's your favorite Vietnam non-war movie? So like, I don't know. I think that might fit better with the second category.
Yeah. Probably King Kong, Skull Island.
That's I've heard that one has a very, very nice soundtrack to it as well.
Oh,
Well,
wasn't
all
it?
good
It was
Vietnam
crap. It was so crap.
Wait,
I went
was
to-
it? I
actually
haven't seen
watched
it.
Watched it at the cinema, and it was just I just felt sick for the whole time watching
Oh,
it. Like,
was
I
it
want
so
my
bad
money
it's
back.
good kind of thing?
It
Was it
wasn't
so
even-
bad it's
no.
bad?
Oh,
It was
it's
so
just
bad, it's bad, yeah. But I tell you what, I'm a big fan of Apocalypse Now Redux. The full, give me the 5-hour version. Like,
Oh,
I wanna
yeah.
watch- Like I'm a sucker for that. I love it.
Thanks for posting that, by the way, Liru.
Yeah, Stark poked me with that, so I just wanted to share it with all of you in the Casting Couch channel.
Liru's put a link in, which
Nice.
is, if you don't know Egbeast, that's me.
Unfortunately.
Stark and
Unfortunately, that is
Dream
me.
like to bully each other, and they use me as a conduit to conduct the bullying, so I just publicly pass out whatever they send me.
Dream, you look like a Q-tip someone stuck in a belly button.
What? Wow!
That's a tactical
You
finger
can't, excuse
insertion.
me. You can't say anything. You haven't even showed
Here.
your damn face.
Yeah,
Here.
exactly. I know better than to do that.
You can't even scratch your nostril in this day and age with somebody else. Without someone
Especially when you
posting
point
on
a camera
social
at
media.
yourself.
I'm sorry that I showed my face a bit earlier and you like to take the piss out
Look,
of
and
me.
I'm glad that you have the courage to be able to do something like that, because I'm a fucking coward. I'm never going to show my face.
I'm not sorry about it. I get to make fun of you. Why would I be sorry?
I'm gonna beat the shit out of you when I see you in Europe.
So
come
can I ask-
come
can
on
I ask
my
that-
ends.
Well, let it go. Let it go.
Can I ask the question back about
Absolutely.
Vietnam War movies? What about your favorites?
So as far as a Vietnam War movie in general, same thing as you. If I had to choose one to go watch right now, it would probably be Good Morning Vietnam.
That's a great movie. It's very funny.
They're gonna
it's very
hate my
moving,
answer.
Robin Williams in it is just amazing. So
Yeah,
and
that,
it's not one you tend to watch a lot of times. So yeah,
No.
very, very.
They're
worth
gonna
a look.
absolutely hate
and
my
I haven't
answer.
watched it in forever either. But as far as like a war movie, probably Platoon or maybe Tropic Thunder.
Damn, I was gonna say that one. Ah,
Oh, I forgot Tropic Thunder was actually a Vietnam movie. I was about to say
Yes.
that I don't think I've
Yes.
seen any.
Tropic Thunder was a movie about making a Vietnam War movie.
Yeah, I know. Oh god, I love that film so much. That's
Oh,
probably
it's
going to be
so
mine because
good.
I haven't seen any others. I was more of a,
Robert Downey Jr.'s character in that is
Yes.
Immortalized.
I was-
Immortalized as one
I
of the
was-
greatest of all time.
I was more of a World War II kid, so I haven't really seen much media from Vietnam.
Well, Dream, what's your favorite World War II film?
Ooh, so I've watched a few, but I think
1 second, I gotta update this.
because I watched it about a year ago and it was just so good. Is Fury. Because
Fury's
as well
really
as being a World War II kid, I was a tanks kid.
Yeah.
Right. Well, it's
So
probably
what-
the best tank movie ever made.
Yeah, so watching all that, I think a close second is Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah, an absolute. Like, top three has to
No,
be.
sorry, completely just blanked on this one. Second favorite, Hacksaw Ridge.
Yeah.
That
Oh
one.
yeah.
Ooh.
Wow.
I
That's
love
epic.
Hacksaw Ridge.
Andrew Garfield was
Oh
really good in that one.
yeah.
Medal of Honor winner, wasn't he? And I mean, when you actually, whenever you make a movie about a Medal of Honor,
This
winner,
guy said
you're
do
gonna be
exactly
on
as-
the front foot here because they don't give the Medal of
And
Honor.
Lager,
for
I do
any
ag-
old reason.
Jo-
There's
I do
always
agree with
an
you on
epic
that
story
regard,
behind it.
unfortunately.
And, what
But
a
hey,
great
new
movie.
round, new scenario.
Yeah, because at the end they have genuine interviews with I can't remember his name. If anyone can enlighten me of what the character's name was in it, the Medal of
It's
Honor.
been too long.
The
It's been
recipient.
too long.
Yeah, it's been too long as well.
Yeah.
We are pushed into the mission, so I'm going to go ahead and go forth with that. Op4 are on the attacking side again, I believe.
Yep.
Again, they are going to be People's Army of Vietnam, uniformed, Red Forge soldiers. Got a lot of BTR-40s with tarps and covers. We've got those two Type 63 tanks, which are amphibious, I believe, so they may be able to use them for like river crossings or crossing the river on the north side of the AO will probably be a tactic they will consider. In addition, they have one of those ZPU-4 AA
I
guns
finally
on
gave
top
him
of the
scopes.
BTR-40. And equipment is same as last time, 7.62x39 SKSs and Type 63s.
Shadow, I know the feeling. My brother's name is Ryan,
that's actually a
so
map 49.
he gets the
so that's
same
good to
shit.
see. Seeing the KA50 as well. Or not KA50, but a K50. And yeah, same equipment that we saw last time.
And
but,
Volta Cat,
also
yeah,
Those tanker outfits look
yeah.
pretty
All I'm gonna
nice.
say with that is the
Those K50s are basically
Panzer
PPSHs,
ambush scene.
but with,
That's not how an ambush is done.
Stamp.
It's a pretty funny one.
Yeah, it was. There were a lot of conversions of those, weren't there? Just to instead of like building from raw materials, they converted a lot of them after World War II.
Well, the K50s are very, very cheap, stamped metal version of the PPSH. When obviously it doesn't have any wooden parts, it makes it much cheaper to produce. But it was a very reliable weapon. You know, they loved it.
That
Absolutely.
weapon in the Unsun mod though has, I don't know if it's been updated since, but used to have like little to no recoil, so you could just go up to someone, just unleash hell at close range. One of my favorites personally.
Yeah, well, the Spaggin, the PPSH famously has very little recoil because of the weight of the drum. Now as you empty the drum, the barrel starts to the kick on the barrel, it starts to rise more and more and more. So you have to hold it down, as you're firing it. But we actually had the chance to fire those things on a range over in Czech Republic in 2018, which is great fun. We didn't fire them full auto. But they're very controllable weapons.
Yeah, it's what makes them so terrifying in this, especially in this PvP scenario.
The rate of fire and the controllability combined in one 70 round package.
What we call the brass fountain.
Don't
but of
remind me,
course those
Fives, don't
70
remind me.
round drums, famous 71 round drums. They famously, misfeed. In reality, you would not choose one of those if you were doing this for real tonight and you had that adrenaline in your stomach before the battle. You would not pick a Spaggin because that's going to jam on you after 20
Yeah,
rounds.
you would go for the box mags, and even then, the box mags had some issues, but they were more reliable than the drums because just of the feeding mechanism and just because they were just different tolerances as the production line went on, if you were to get one in 41, it would look completely different from one in 44, but on a very tiny level, but enough to make a difference where it wouldn't feed.
Yeah, looking at what all these guys are carrying, personally, I would take an SKS because you can kill people at range with that thing, and it's a very reliable weapon, and it's easy to reload. You know,
From what I've seen in the
And Skipper's been run over.
you also get the 22mm rifle grenades with that kit, so you have the grenadier capability as well. It's a very well-rounded kit, in my opinion.
And obviously, and even in close range, you can let that thing sing.
oh yeah,
Plus, like Kazag, you can get that PSO scope or PU scope or whatever it is. So for some PPU?
PU, yeah.
PU.
And you can rapid fire it. You know, like you were saying, the way you can, it's pretty much full auto. The way you pull the trigger on it as fast as you want. You know, so it's a good rifle. I mean, a lot of American shooters have these rifles as you know, as social shooters for the Sunday at the range and stuff.
They're using the little truck as a little jukebox now towards the western gate. But anyway, I'm going to break down the roster real quick so we can move on to Blue 4. Veteran Commander Pierce is leading Op 4, one of the guys you almost always see command once, if not twice a week. So we'll see what he's cooking up for Op 4's attack strategy here. Vito is going to be his 2IC. Fonz, the platoon medic. Despo leading the X-Ray team. Despo, Albin, Tymek, Vex. I call them noteworthy because we also see them play in OFCRA from time to time, which gives them a little more well-roundedness on the various PvP major communities out there and doing operations. But otherwise, Vargrant leading Alpha HQ. He's got Oddball Jack under him. Sorry, bad jokes. Eric leading Alpha 1 with 2,600. I said jack off under him, and I stopped. I'm like, what did I just say?
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Whoops.
I thought you were laughing because it's my name.
No. Oh, yeah, because your name's God damn it. All right, trying to go quick. Eric leading Alpha 1, 2,600 Swola, Rory, Gazag under him as well. Gavir doing Bravo HQ with XDDDDDDDDDD under him as his 2IC. Bravo 1 has the WCR members under them. Kane leading Charlie with Papega Pirates. Maz being a machine gunner for Charlie 2 with Grab, and Stottenberg, whatever we call him, he's from 1RW. G-Legs and Mountain together under Delta HQ with Mountain leading Delta itself with Bacon Flavored. Ivan, Olaf, Patriot, basically all the AA members under Delta 2. Gamma 1 has Bronson, Guy Fury, and Legal Action, basically Papega Pirate members, taking one of the tanks, other tank being led by Fred, Research, and Riccardi. I'll be curious to see how those two tank crews go. All right, Blue 4 and Green 4, let's go.
That was great.
Well,
Thank you.
Blue 4 is easy. It's just a helicopter cruise, so the only thing really interesting. Actually, I did notice with the helicopter, the pilot only having the rockets. They don't have a 7.62 arm, but the gunner obviously does have his little minigun up front. And also, he does have the GL launcher.
Yes, he does.
Good chance that will probably be scripted out, considering it has missiles on it, but you know, you never know. We typically tend to script out HE stuff here. So,
so you've got no rocket pods up the wing stubs, but what you have got is the nose thumper and minigun. Same on the Cobra. Yeah.
They do have a rocket pod on that Huey though.
Yeah.
Oh.
That is a 7-round rocket pod M158, and it looks like it has.
Fuck me, what's going on?
I would say they were 10-pound HE rockets by the looks of it, because they're short rockets. So the 10-pound HE at a guess, which are quite good for close range. You know, you can fire them quite close to infantry, friendly infantry, without causing too much splash damage.
Yeah. So these events usually bring out more sort of crazier stuff that we don't typically see within normal FNF. So obviously having the rocket pods is an interesting turn. We'll have to see how the pilots
well,
do with this.
They have armor, and they have
but we don't normally see that.
Gun. No, we don't. You're absolutely right. But I think they've worked to at least try to balance it.
Oh yeah.
Sound not found.
I don't know. If,
sound is not found.
I don't know if you can find that for me later. Can you write that down?
No, that's actually what happens when you go deaf.
Yeah, that's one of ours. We know about that issue, but we can't fix it at the moment. So
you can't find the sound yet.
No, it's not. it's something really, really screwy and weird, which one of our
Arma
programmers
screwy and weird? No.
Yeah.
No.
Basically, guys, when you go deaf in real life, that's what you see.
I see.
It just pops up. So
Sound
someone's
bad.
just gone deaf.
We're also seeing another glitch on Liru's screen right now. The black
Yeah, black little pits in the.
black blanket hanging over the in the artillery pit. That black blanket, yeah, it pisses me off, man. That's an RV map issue that should have been fixed so long ago. So yeah, so I'll be talking to one of our artists about that.
It's probably just better camo, right? They were like,
Yeah,
you know what
camo.
would really conceal this little pit here is, you know, a black blanket.
What's really cool about that is that you can roll into it and nobody will see you behind it. You can lie there, you know. So if you're being overrun, it gives you a little place to hide. So we really like the design, but something bad happened to the material file. I don't know what it is. Anyway, back to the game.
Last thing we just need to go
The
over
lore
is
update.
Green Force equipment. Like you said, Arvin later in the war, I guess, did have good equipment, and this is replicated here. I do see more M14s than I thought I would, but we are seeing that standard kind of loadout of
It's an
M16s,
RHS
M60s,
M113.
M14s.
Oh
are
my
seeing-
god.
Yeah, I'm still seeing a lot of 148s, and that's just generally how FNF structures things. And yeah, they're actually rocking. Is that ERDL or is that's on M81?
Hold it still and I'll tell you.
By the way, that's
ERDL.
that's an
It's ERDL.
RHS M113.
Yeah, it's unarmed.
Oh, we're actually mixing up RHS and SOG assets now. Is that what we're
Did the
doing?
113s have the smoke launchers in Vietnam in the front? Those two little sides? I don't think they did.
No, that's a late.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
That's
is
just
RHS.
Time traveler edition.
I've been in this 113 long enough to
Yeah,
to know.
if you look at the back, it's also got the little extensions behind
Yep.
the door.
Team 6.
Go, if you look out the back of the vehicle, you'll see like there's an extension. You see those extensions sitting outside the ramp on left and right side. You don't have those on the A1, which is the version that was in Vietnam.
Gotcha.
I imagine they added it maybe because this one's unarmed and they wanted to keep it unarmed. And well, I mean, surely SOG has an unarmed one. I know they probably wanted for the
No,
smoke on the front.
SOG does not yet. Does not. I'm not saying a word about
Yep,
what may
didn't-
or may
didn't
not
say
be coming.
that.
Right,
Yeah.
right, of course. Because he's under NDA.
SOG does
Everyone
not have
forget.
an M113 right now.
I don't know, Fies. We'll have to see. But if you want to bet on the Cobra, bet on the Cobra.
Confirmed.
But Uber Pyro, thanks for the 3-month resub, my man. I hope you keep
I've
enjoying the
never even
operations.
seen
Hope you get a
anyone
nice
so
kick out of this
excited for a
scenario.
113 before.
Hey, you remember when you said you had those CIA contacts? You know, you might have to.
All I can say is if we do a 113, you know it's going to be good.
Oh, absolutely. Listen, if you can make the Arma AI bend to your will, then you know what you're doing.
Well, when you look at the interior of our vehicles, I'm actually like a smug prat here because I'm very, very proud of the artists in our team, like the quality of the vehicles.
Well, they should be proud.
They are
Vehicles
very,
are beautiful.
take no part in that, but I'm very, very proud of what they've done.
Like as someone who played a decent amount of Rising Storm 2, this is amazing as far as the level of quality. To see that same
Oil?
level of realism and fidelity
Oil.
as in Arma as I saw in Rising Storm.
I remember when you invited me to play Rising Storm, and then you never invited me on Steam, or didn't tell me that you were playing Rising Storm.
Why are you wearing this out now?
All right. Anyway, I'm going to go over the roster real quick. So let's go up to the top. We got Badovich and Skipper. They're going to be flying the Cobra. And then we've got Tanaka, Shim, Battlebeeve, and Nufflix, who I think are all Coalition members. They're going to be flying the Huey, taking both the guns and a pilot and a gunner. Nice. Anyway, scrolling down to Green 4, which is the main faction here. We got Norris taking charge. I'll be curious to see what he comes up with. He is one of those commanders I would say is up and coming because we see him once in a while take the role, but every time I've seen him take this role, he gets better and better. So I'll be curious to see what his mind comes up with and strategizing for his first Vietnam defensive scenario. Under X-Ray, who have already taken a recon Jeep. Actually, it's one of the armed Willy Jeeps. My bad. No, they took both. My bad. So these Jeeps have a single M60 on the back of each, but they're also a little up armored on the sides to give the I'm going to say it's a crew cabin, a little bit more of a protective angle, but otherwise they're just driving around under the mortar pool at Sector 2. But it is a mix of TSB members and guests who I don't know is a part of. I can't find the marksman rifle. It's Curie will be the marksman. All right, cool. Otherwise, Alpha HQ led by 4IB Banks, so it is mostly a 4IB group. We also have Stark taking the shotgun again. Stark, this is noteworthy because last week in NA3, he literally racked up, what, 6 or 7 kills with that shotgun? Yeah. Just running around and just two-tapping people. It was actually amazing to see, so I'll be curious to see what he does as another defensive faction with that weapon again. Regardless, Bravo 1 being led by Sebson. We got Whiplash. Basically, that's the dev team for SOG, so we'll be rooting on for them. Bravo 2 is led by Bat, which should be working with Bravo 1. I don't see a Bravo SL, so either it factored in with Bravo 1 or it's just two teams working together. Charlie is going to be Scandi Recon with Yanni leading, but it looks like they're going to be mainly staying on defense since I see Naf's already taking that quad AA gun, the the quad 50 cal. I forget the exact name for it. What is it, Egg?
The meat grinder.
Yeah, the meat grinder, that's it. So there are 2 of these. This is the first one. You also have the 2 field guns on this post, but great Overwatch that those both have. And then we got a squad of 1 RCC under Charlie 2, and then Dooley and Bant. Bant is not Bay. So those are 2 of the best players ever in FNF, in my opinion.
I don't mean to interrupt you, but
and
please go look at Red 4.
What have Red 4 done?
Vagrant. Oh my god.
They blew up the bridge.
No jokes.
The bridge, once again, the bridges have killed players.
3 people dead.
Yeah, 3 people. We got Gever, Eric, and Oddball all dead. And 4 Vicks destroyed.
Oh, they tried to jump the bridge that you can only jump with jeeps.
Yep.
Leave out, Liru.
Or with the city cars, right?
Yeah, anything that isn't a heavy steel vehicle like
a heavy
BTR-40.
steel Russian vehicle meant to be an unarmored personnel carrier. I don't think that would make the jump even. Yeah, I don't think that makes sense.
Oh, I think they made a tactical error there, and they caused themselves some serious problems.
Last week,
leave it out.
Last week, there was an EU2.
Half the team died.
Half of team died because there was a bridge where the asset is you can pull a lever and part of the bridge opens.
Oh, yes.
Oh, no, you're talking about the bridge.
I designed that.
Yes.
And it killed 7 people because they tried to jump it.
The best part...
So they got retweeted by Savage. By
the best part, I'm going to steal this from Dream. The side that had the lever for them to fix it was the side that they were crossing from, and they only realized afterwards.
Yeah, but okay, I've got something else to add on to the best part of that, is that they found it, they pulled it, but as someone was going
crossing, they killed him!
They pulled it back again and opened it and killed him.
They killed the dude.
Oh my god.
Beautiful. It was beautiful. If you go on the site, if you go on the Prairie Fire Twitter, you'll see it.
Mm-hmm. On my final note, Dream, are we restarting the mission because a bunch of people died?
No.
3 people died. 3 people died. Shut up, leave it out.
Love you, buddy.
We had a fight about this the other day.
For
I'm on
EU3.
Liru's side, honestly.
Shut up. Of course you are.
What do you mean, of course I am?
Of course you are on his side.
Shouldn't try to jump things in heavy steel vehicles. That's
No, they should also not drive BTRs through jungles.
Yeah, because vehicle...
There's a ford. On the side of that bridge, there's a ford. You could see it. Like, they could have just driven around and gone through the ford.
Stark's telling me about an epic gamer move, so I need to go look at it.
Is he talking about the bridge?
No, he's talking about him and Bay in a little... I don't know what he's talking about.
Okay, well, ZPU4 is about to take this Huey out
Yep.
of the sky.
Ooh, hits the tail of the Huey.
Looks like the motor's still going.
Yeah, I was going to say...
Yet. Oh my god.
The CPU4 vehicle is the best vehicle they have.
More hits.
That's the competition winner there, right there, that vehicle. If you can keep that one alive,
No restart
you're gonna
now.
win the game.
Absolutely. It's anti-everything.
Yeah.
So their engine and their main rotor's fine, it's just their...
No tail, they gotta
they're fixed.
Very difficult. I mean, you have to fly sideways all the way back to base pretty much at that point.
There's really not much places to land either.
Takes a good pilot to land a helicopter with no tail rotor. It's possible. It's very doable. Like
Just difficult.
A lot of people. Yeah,
By
a
the
lot
way-
of experienced armor pilots.
I think the Cobra got very lucky there that it wasn't the first spotted.
By the way, it
Excuse
looks like Red 4 moving more westward. If they cross that eastern bridge, you should keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on that eastern bridge.
Why should they keep an eye on that eastern bridge?
We'll see. We'll see.
Did Star
That's a
perhaps send
great
you a
question,
message?
Shadow.
Maybe I saw it with my own 2 eyeballs.
It wasn't there last week to
Oh,
claim him,
Star
though.
sent me a message.
Well, I don't need people to give me cue cards.
I wasn't looking at Stark. I was looking at the bridge.
You know, I have to state, over these past 2 weeks, I'm really, really proud of this bridge player here, because they've gone like 10-0 so far. Haven't died
Yeah.
yet, gotten 10 kills, just absolutely amazing.
Do you think they take Bay over? It's currently what? It's 10-0.
Yeah, it's
Bridge?
very good kill count, in my opinion. No, KD ratio, that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, I think Bay's losing his top spot.
But for a crossing what's called the DMZ, or the Demilitarized Zone, which is the border position between North and South Vietnam. There was an area of about 10 miles with a fence on each end, and typically the DMZ was full of NVA. You know, it was the Op4 had occupied DMZ and completely. And MacV Saga actually ran many recon missions.
You
into
brought that
DMZ,
KD, yeah, right.
and were always surrounded when they landed there.
How's it going? It's going well, Fives.
Just
that's all.
always just sneaking through it.
Yeah, so that's this whole area you're seeing where they're driving through, where it's covered in shell
Right,
craters,
oh, Fives.
you know, and it looks a bit like no man's land. You know, that
Ice Wolf,
That
I
was
haven't looked
our
at Mass
sort of
Effect Opposition recently,
creative,
but I know they got some major updates,
adaptation
so
to the DMZ in armor.
maybe one day. I don't have a lot of players that want to play Mass Effect, though. That's my biggest issue, because I'd love to Zeus it, but
that takes some balls.
I'm limited by what my
It's a
players
bit of
want
a
to play,
nod
you know?
Also to Icebreaker, because he was one of our main map devs, and all of his maps. You know, if you remember, Isla Douala always had that beautiful border fence. You know, which
Yeah.
created a lot of interesting battles in Arma 2.
Yeah, Icebreaker is absolutely one of the best there are. And then you got Tempa.
Breaker,
I
Icebreaker,
believe,
Goober.
for
Tempa
Khe-Sanh.
and Tempa made a lot of this map as well. You know, like a good third of it or so. Yeah.
It's funny, one of the other groups that I
We'll
shout
see,
outs
Danny,
for
we'll see.
AFI,
'Cause that
Tempa,
mod only
they
has
do
grunts
PvP
right
events
now.
like this. Tempa plays there, and they play on Tempa's map. So I always wonder if there's like if there's a conflict of interest. If he's like a little stacked because he's the one who made the map. If that's a little bit unfair.
He's
for
made
the
a
other
bunch of
team.
stash points for himself, where he can just go get what he needs, then go.
Just, you know, a Titan or you know the potato.
It's coded to his Arma 3 UID, so
Yeah,
if he
something
goes
like
into
that.
the spot and a certain script runs, he gets everything he needs.
Nah, he's Finnish. Like Finnish guys are just excellent fighters. Like
yeah.
you know, they have a natural warrior instinct.
The Winter War.
He's not wrong. I played in AFI's Battle of Hakamaki event, and playing as the Russians was terrifying.
Oh, absolutely.
against Finns. Yeah. No.
Yes, against actual Finns. Yeah, actual Soviet like,
Terrifying.
mixed conscripts against an organized Finnish like platoon.
No.
Wizard, so this is the last week they're going to be doing SOG Prairie Fire, but
Oh,
after
yeah,
that,
that seems to-
they're going to
that
go back
seems
to
to-
standard RHS stuff
You've had
with
it. You've gotta go on. I mean,
no
I would
DLCs.
happily run with a platoon of Finns into the Hell's Gate, you know, because those guys, they have your back. They're so fucking loyal.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
They're so solid. They're so dependable. They don't have any drama. They don't have any ego. They just, you know.
Sid makes fun of me.
Sounds like we need to send you another hard drive and get you into one of these AFI events. I think you would love it.
We have a lot of guys in our DLC team who are Finns. You know, Horrible Goat, Horrible Hog, Temper. We've got another Finn. I'm trying to think who it is now. And these guys are the most reliable guys in the team. You know, absolutely rock solid. Never an issue. Never a drama. They never quail at any task or any challenge. You know, they're absolutely dependable and capable guys. So
That's amazing.
yeah, I would happily have Finns on my team. So Tempo, first and foremost, is a Finn. Secondly, he's got ground knowledge. Thirdly, he's a ground.
Absolutely. So
You just went for a pass.
Yep.
Went for a straight. Watch those Willie Pete rockets in there.
No kills.
Rolo and Cossum right now. The ZU landed another few shots on the Huey, but looks like it survived it still.
Rolo and Coulson are just attempting to heal right now when they should just be running.
Yeah, they need to not be in this cloud of horrible anguish.
That's going to kill them if they stay too close.
Guess not. Ace says otherwise, but they're gonna be hurting for it.
Look at the
regardless.
blood though. They've got at least 6 wounds each.
Oh yeah.
You can see where the impact was. Zone Patriot might actually run over and assist with the bandaging.
They're not. I mean, they're not gonna be feeling good after that.
But the helicopter has got 7 rockets, so it fired at least 2 then.
I think it was like 3 or 4, so it should still have another salvo left. But I don't think it has any resupply back at the base.
Yeah, right, Wizard.
That's a bit of a disappointing strike for the rockets then in that case, because they didn't really kill anyone.
Yeah, you get covered in that much white phosphorus, you're burning alive.
You become the
Case
turkey
says
on
no.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Haha, funny Thanksgiving joke.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm bad.
Become like that one PETA tweet they sent out yesterday.
Ice Wolf, yes. Again, the issue becomes need a player base to do it because I ran an Imperial op on Wednesday and we only had enough for like 2 people, 2 squads.
Here comes the Cobra, completely messing up one of his rockets early on.
Ooh, yeah, that's a loss.
Holding out early, and here comes the.
That's 1, 2, 3.
That's a bunch of hits. They're still up.
They're gonna crash into the front face. No, they pull away. They're down the valley.
That was some nice bit of flying there. Rocketing, not so much.
Again, I gotta find the players to do it because
Valley is
TSV
that
doesn't
you kind of
necessarily
fly
like
in
sci-fi
a
related
particular
stuff.
path.
Most just like main.
You're stuck, you've got walls. They should be able to predict where you're going to fly.
I think they ran out of ammo and had to reload, and that's the only reason they stopped firing.
I don't know.
Especially right now.
That must have been a Dushkum then, because they've only got 50-round drum. Because
Oh no, the tail rotor's
that was
out.
great.
It's spinning. They slowed down and they started spinning uncontrollably.
So when you're in one of these death spins, what you got to do is you got to gain altitude and then commit the helicopter to one direction, and then you can regain control of the bird until you slow down again.
Yeah,
It looks like what they're trying to do here.
he's spinning to the right, so he wants to steer to the left and lean the helicopter.
So-
Also use the bank to lean the helicopter over on the left side.
I'm genuinely not sure, but Tolly is dead.
Was he one of the pilots?
No, he's just.
He's in
a
Alpha
random-
HQ.
Look at all that blood. I've just realized they actually have other little hole things that you can sit in. I love those little
I
things.
have no idea
Yeah,
what
the
he
spider
did.
holes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure that was fun trying to negotiate with Arma's, ground terrain limit.
Oh, to be able to position someone under the ground?
Yeah, stuff like that. Because
Yeah,
terrain is
we-
terrain. You can't deform terrain unless you're dead men.
Correct. We designed that in Unsung mod. That was actually HC Pookie originally designed the concept for those. Really great genius guy. Works a lot for Cup and the PLA mod now. And yeah, no, he's a great inventor for things in armor. And what we came up with there was a fire from the vehicle slot. So you basically mount the vehicle, but your legs are under the ground.
Right.
Well, this Cobra is slowly drifting back towards the AA there. Greg's looking for him.
They're in shit here. They need to get out.
Yeah.
They need to raise their altitude. Nope. All right. Looks like they're turning away.
No, they're turning a lot.
They're turning. You can't really give them a specific way.
Yep.
Yeah, if you can't get it by pushing left, the best thing to do is push right a little bit instead and try and
What I
stabilize it.
do is holding Z, so the one to start, eventually moving towards the ground.
So
it will
cut down
stabilize
videos,
you a
Delta,
bit.
are going to come
So
out all
Liru's
throughout the
right,
next
you
few
wanna gain
days,
altitude,
if not
and then
week.
steady
I've got
the
2 more to put
chopper,
up.
head in one
VODs
direction,
themselves is
and then
I'm
try
releasing
and
2
find
every day,
which-
so
yeah, there you
we'll
go.
see
He's
them soon.
Kind
Yep.
of stabilized it.
Yeah, if he's got it.
I
He's
can't
got his
overflow
knees
the
set
amount of
around.
content right
He's
now because
gotta-
YouTube's starting to
Yeah,
throttle my
that's
channel again for some weird
You
reason.
keep slowing down.
But my
this, you
viewership has
start
just
rotating.
completely
Well,
flatlined.
if you hold Z and power it down, you won't spin.
I did release a little
Yeah,
video,
but obviously holding Z
a
is
clip
not
of us
correct,
all
and you
chilling
will
on
slam
Barry and
against the
listening to
floor.
hentai music, though. That was pretty funny. That was from
Delicate
last night.
dance, and I'm sure that meat grinder or whatever
Oh
is
god,
ready
here
to
we go.
But I mean, let me go look at my
It's not-
analytics
this
right
is
now because
dangerous.
they've literally just plateaued. Or
Neither Mountain nor G-Legs have spotted it yet.
plateaued would indicate
I
it
was
was
looking in
going
the right
up.
direction
The
now.
opposite.
I think we can pretty much forget the Cobra now and just look at the ground forces because the Cobra's like toast. Like
Yeah, no, it's like dead.
he might miraculously pull it out of the bag.
We'll see.
But otherwise, those guys are toast.
So you have X-ray here, obviously having that sniper. Can't actually remember which one it was. It was the
But
M40.
gotta go look into why
He's
YouTube
gonna
just
get
decided to kill my channel
direct line
again.
of fire on
And if
loads
I
of
got
dudes, but
re-blacklisted or something.
He's not gonna have a great time shooting at them.
Oh well.
The one trick, if he doesn't know this, is obviously you hold down the left mouse button after firing.
It's a long
Keep
story.
your, like you can keep your
Yeah, that's what I
your
do.
fall of shot. Yeah.
So real quick, go ahead.
Well, and use the tracer ammo in your first few clips so that you've got a sense of where your rounds are landing.
Got a 4
get
round
your
right here.
zeroing done, everything. You know.
Yeah, so the sniper uses trace rounds only to not make it a hellish experience for everyone.
Right.
But they have spotted the infantry down there.
And so to explain the objectives on this one real quick, there's a sector defense, so Green 4 have 2 sectors to defend, Sector 1 and Sector 2. If the sector is empty, like Sector 2 is right now, any Red 4 player that steps into that sector will just capture it like that. So this one is pretty much a gimme for Red 4. Green 4 have opted to, since it's 1 life, they've opted to, just hold up on Sector 1, which makes sense. Nice hilltop defense.
Yes, what's that?
Like last time.
That's just how they want to do it.
And more bodies means, a better chance to defend. X-ray is acting as a spotting force here, but Red 4 are gonna have to clear out Green 4. The entire sector on that map has to be clear of Green 4 for Red 4 to capture that sector, and once they do, they'll win it.
So I'm curious to see if this sniper team is gonna walk in some airstrikes from the Huey, because the Cobra's a little out of action.
Well, the Cobra has landed now, and they're getting on the repairs.
Gotcha.
Nice.
This M40 guy, if I was in his shoes right now, I could kill 5 of the guys I can see moving down below him. Like he's, I don't know why he's so hesitant. Like maybe he doesn't want to give their position away.
That's probably it, and I think they're also just keeping their heads down and providing the intel.
I'm gonna
move through here.
I'm gonna level with you. This position's actually horrible, because once they start getting shot at, there's nowhere to go. If they go to the east, they still have to climb up this little ridge. If they go to the west, they're completely exposed. If they literally just went like 10 meters east, they could then just back up and be completely covered. So I'm a little worried about them right now, you know?
Yeah, they're already firing at the, there you go, now they spotted them.
Yep.
There's also
These GLs are looking pretty nice.
a couple of the rocks around here you can get swallowed by armored rocks.
Yep.
And
There's the AA gun firing up at them. I think they're screwed, because they don't have a way to...
Oh, you called it right, man. Look at that.
Yeah. See, now that Sam's trying to pull back, he just gave away his position. Immediately bullets start going up there, but Kiri, the sniper, he's still stuck there.
the helicopter's trying to focus on taking them out right now. Grab is not having a good time.
Gary's trying to take
Got a few hits. Yep. Now that's being distracted.
Yep.
Round just went a little short. Now that ZPU immediately returns fire.
Yeah.
There it is. The chopper bailed them out right there. That ZPU could have slaughtered them.
The driver's moving the CPU, which is good, because if he sat there for too long, they're going to take him out.
I mean, last round before it ended, the scout bird actually took the gunner out with its pylon for the 134.
Cobra is spooling back up, and if X-ray can get a
What is he doing?
Who?
The driver for the freaking Jeep just drove down the ridge.
Drove down the...
Fucking, there's just...
He's trying to get it out too.
He's
like,
stuck.
Did it first.
Why did he do that?
I don't
Ride
know
the
why he did
clutch.
that. He was trying to position the gun, I think, at an angle they could fire, and just drove off the ridge.
Get it out of there too.
Oh my
He's trying to
god.
put it on this little rock face. Sam, it's over. Get help before it blows you up.
I don't think insurance is going to cover that.
That's what we call a pro gamer move.
Any armored vehicle, so they are very, very, very capable of.
Thought you were about to say our Jeeps have insurance.
You can do a lot of cool shit with those Jeeps. They're like GTA, you know, but I'm not sure he's going to GTA out of that situation.
No, he needs to GTFO is what he needs to do.
The only way I see him living is if he moves east to at least get some cover between him and Op4, but Op4 can just smack him if he tries to climb this ridge. I think the rest of his team's abandoning him.
Yeah, because they're like.
You
well,
would
think
though,
about
wouldn't
it.
you?
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, this is the most effective one person is going to be. Just slowing down Red 4. And
You were
Best
lying
you
when you
said?
said.
Oh my god. How does he get it out of there though?
How he got down here? He drives
Physics,
off the
mate.
cliff. He drives off the cliff.
Yeah, what he needs to do now.
Dude, he
is,
turned the music on.
Drive off the cliff straight into them, and it technically won't be a medium if he gets out.
This is down to the god Apollo. Apollo is our physics. He made our so
Oh my god.
Oh my god, he's actually got out. He's looking down the cliffs.
He's judging the ramp, judging the grade.
Coop just did a super jump.
Who?
Down this little ridge here. He just flew up in the air at 20 meters. And now Sam's trying to hit Adrian with GL fire.
Flux and Armor Jesus are falling down.
These guys are insane.
Yeah, you can't do this. You can't. You're also not allowed to enhance movement.
I'm
glitch
seeing them doing
either.
the enhanced movement glitch though, so.
No, they're not allowed to spam it up a straight hill. They're allowed to do
Well,
it on the rocks.
watch Stottenberg right now.
This
No,
is not
Starnberg's not
Skyrim,
doing it
guys.
because Starnberg's falling.
Yeah, exactly. So they can do it now with the reworked.
This is not Skyrim, guys.
Yeah.
You know, that's what they need to
please.
I-
No.
Down from their position though, you can hear the Jeep's music. You can
Guys,
faintly
they're
hear
going
it.
to die. They're going to die. There's no way they get out of this alive. At least one of them is
Sam's
going
getting
to
good GLs on that squad by the river patty, and they're actually firing at Adrian's position because they're confused. Look at those GLs.
Sam's blasting Freebird right now and just launching.
Oh
out
my
GLs at
God.
PC. He is the most American person on this earth right now.
This accurate depiction of how Nam went. Let's be honest.
It is.
die. This is Nam.
Oh, Bacon is in so much trouble. He's trying to put GLs over to Adrian because they're so confused on where the fire's coming from.
Oh, look at Bacon. His legs look like bacon at this point. Jesus.
Oh,
Yeah, you don't want to be on the receiving end of that automatic 40 mic. That's just going to light you off the Cobra. Is that what they're being shot with, or is it just?
another direct hit on Bacon.
That's just the 40 mils. That's just Sam from the XM148.
Bro, he'd be
up the
dead.
hill.
Oh, well, he's got a good eye. 'Cause
Yeah, he's got it ranged in perfectly, and he's landed 2 right next to Ivan. 3 if you count that
God.
last one.
Oh, I think he's going for that group of 3. Hits the tree, but that would have been dead on.
Oh god, Maz. Oh, here's Greg.
Yeah, these guys.
Oh my
need to
God.
Armor and Flux are firing up. Maz is still attempting.
Who would win, an entire platoon of VC supported with Dishkas, or one
one
grenade
launchy
launchy boy?
Oh, explosions happening in the center. What did they blow up?
They're still shooting at Adrian.
What, the Type 63's gone.
No, that's an M60. That was the.
It was a
M60
static
there,
vehicle, and
isn't
they deaded it.
Oh,
Yeah,
I just saw tank in the smoke and I was like, oh dear.
it? Yeah. They don't have Type 63s in this one, do they?
Yeah,
Yes,
there's-
they do.
Op 4 has
Yeah,
2,
they're
yes.
both up. Yeah, Fred and Bronson, they're both still up. That's probably what they shot.
Maz is still climbing up to this position with the PKM.
Vince is
And
doing a
Green Thumb is
job.
friendly firing Adrian.
Yep. Now Sam's trying to pull back because he's being shot at.
Sam just needs to just.
Pull back? Pull back where?
Sam just needs to drive.
He's
Oh,
stuck.
he might catch Vince here.
No, he's focusing on looking away, but Vince might see his barrel.
Yeah, it's gonna be close.
Sam's probably still got some GLs in a drone.
Yep.
Yeah.
Another GL going out.
Oh, that one's
Right on Grav. Dude, this man is like fucking ranged him in. Holy shit. He is the mortar.
He
He's
is
not
the
getting
mortar
many
man.
kills though, is he? He's
No,
not
that's-
seeing a lot.
Maz is falling
that's
down.
ace.
Maz is falling. Maz is going.
Oh no.
Oh no.
That's what he deserves.
Poor man.
Rock climbing, man. It's tough. And yeah, Vince is being shot at. Oh no, the CPU! He's dead! He's fucking dead! Oh my god!
Friendly fire at that.
He's dead.
Maz went back
Well
up.
done to the ZPU. Got there.
Oh my
Yeah, good
freaking
kill.
god!
Kill. Another dead commie.
Sam is out of high explosives now, I think.
The ZPU
He's
just
firing
let the
flare.
Cobra come past.
Yeah, he's got flares and smokes now. And they still haven't spotted him.
Now he's just shooting. Those rounds are landing on him. He actually got a hit on someone. You see the blood.
He's like, fuck it. Might as well at this point. I'm not getting out of here.
I still think you should take the car.
Where is he gonna take the car to?
Where do you think?
Off
Down.
the ridge.
Down.
It's like Dukes of Hazzard, but his last name is Gwen or whatever.
At the end of this mission, everyone will be dead and Sam will be driving down the cliff. And then
Sam will
he'll
win this.
kill himself at the bottom.
One last drive.
Another GL.
It's like impact
It's-
smoke or
it's just-
something.
Yeah, he's down to smokes. He's out of HPs.
Yeah, it's smoke.
Just trying to scare him at this point.
He's helping them conceal themselves. He's marking them for an airstrike.
Yeah, where's that Cobra when you need it?
Greg's dead.
The Op 4 tanks are moving up. I mean, we can
Guys.
see both approaching now.
The ZPU gun is dead.
What did he get shot by?
I
Amazing.
don't know. Sam. I'm just gonna say it's Sam because it's funny. Oh no, Sam.
Sam's dead. I think the ZPU blew up the Jeep.
Oh, he'll wake back up. Sure. Oh, that's a lot of blood. That's right.
Nope, he is not waking back up. He
Down.
just failed that wake up check.
So the tank is looking up in that direction. So I think the tank shot the Vic.
Ah.
Yeah.
Bronson does have a vehicle kill in the tank. So yeah, they shot and destroyed the Vic. And Sam got wake up checked. Ah.
Yeah, he did.
Oh wow, the reign of Sam is over. But he's done a really great job of stalling this Op 4 attack.
So the gunners on the tanks may not realize it, but there's different optics in the tank gun seat, and each shell type has a different.
Server's starting to
optic.
seize up again.
So if you don't know that, you now do.
Dream, the server's starting to seize up again. I think it might have just been a temporary spike, but I was seeing some. Nope, still seeing it.
It's still happening.
Sheesh.
There's no Zeus to heal him though. Sorry to say.
Alright, I mean, there's really not much I can do. I'm waiting to see what some of these smarter staff members will say. No, still fucky.
Oh, this hurts because they've been so good. They've been so good the rounds tonight.
Oh,
Ah!
there we go.
Oh, and the server went down again.
Don,
Wow.
refund everything
Yeah,
again.
not getting lucky
Damn.
Tonight.
Damn.
And has this happened before?
It happened a long time ago. Just about a year ago. Yeah, just about a year ago now. We had a really bad time, but it hasn't happened
it
for
hurts.
months.
Well, I hope it's not us.
No, because we had, like Liru said, we had a perfect few games last week.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Good. But
I
we've
don't think there's
already-
been an update since then either.
Oh my god,
my
pizza's here. I'll be right back.
Thank you, Dream.
This has all just been a massive tease. EU3 is going to be when the real action begins, right? Yeah, we can hope.
Sure, but yeah, we can hope. That's a good way to put it.
The bridge will have its final boogaloo and kill everyone.
I did feel there like Op 4 were losing it. You know, they were
Mhm.
not. They
They weren't
didn't-
holding on, no.
I didn't see any kind of strong offensive play going on. They squandered a lot of infantry on the mountain, and they squandered a big group of infantry clustering up in the trees, achieving very little apart from being grenaded. They had the tanks doing a good job of pushing forward together, and they had some sort of troops behind them supporting them. But they weren't really doing any serious damage to Blue 4. I mean, they
Sending
wounded the helicopters a few
Team
times,
6
but they weren't killing them.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of good. So what happened on the Eastern Bridge was that they actually
Forget Table
reinforced
Outcast.
sped up
Thanks
and put down
for
some AT
the
mines
tier 1
on
sub. I
both
hope you keep enjoying the operations. I
land
hope you get a
bridge
nice
and the
kick
rail
out of this
bridge. So
scenario.
I wish that they had went that way to.
I know, Fives, I'm so sorry.
I wish OPFOR had gone that way east to maybe attack that objective from 2 positions. But again, one knife, looking at the grand scheme of things, it makes sense why they chose going down the middle, crossing the river, and taking that first point, and taking from one direction on the west. I just feel like they were boxed in with the terrain and didn't really have much.
Is it not
they
Forget
didn't
Table
have many options
Outcast?
to work with at that point.
Yeah, I suppose
Forgettable
this is
Outcast?
very
Oh.
the eastern side of the map, which they could have aimed for to go up
Oh.
towards the fire base. And they were looking at ways of getting around that. It's not an easy bit of terrain.
I'm so sorry. I just want to point out that Sam went down and then the server crashed. Coincidence? Or last SOG play he could make?
Well, I mean, considering the last person with a very simple first name who did,
I
a lot
think
of
Sam
crazy
won that
stuff,
round.
you know,
Yep,
Logan.
definitely.
I think that's the it's the passing of the mantle. First it was Logan.
In terms
now
of
it's
crazy
Sam.
trick plays that only one
just-
person can do, and it's just
It's
weird
like
how it all
on
works
the-
out.
Those old arcade machines, you go and you see like the first place on the high score is like someone's actual name. And it's just like, oh, they just go by their first name. No XX or weird numbers. So, Dream's probably still getting his pizza. Right.
I might hit the heads and get myself a drink in return while this
Alright.
is all going on.
Yeah, you got some time to do that.
I have one question, Egg.
Sure.
What prevented the titties from Unsun from showing up in Prairie Fire?
You better be grateful that they're not in it anymore.
Yeah, so we had to meet the PEGI 16 rating for Arma 3, and part of the deal for creator DLCs, people might not realize this, but the PEGI rating for Arma 3 is listed for certain conditions, and that's it.
Right.
Now, you could still have titties in a game and get the same PEGI rating, but in order to add that category to the PEGI rating, you would have to have the entire Arma 3 and all of its DLCs re-rated.
Right.
What did
That
I
would
walk into?
that would cost you $40,000.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, licensing.
So
Wow.
take a few bucks and go and get some titties online. It's cheaper than us paying $40,000.
Take a few bucks. There are millions of free titties online.
Sorry, sorry.
Exactly. Yeah.
Import your own PAA files?
We were asking about the
Why
the
there's
unsung
titties in
titties.
Unsun but not SOG Prairie Fire?
Yeah, I'm surprised you still want them after the time you almost lost your Twitch channel because you
Because of the
accidentally looked at-
titties?
You actually looked at it, and then I made a video about it. Used that shot in the thumbnail and got your channel like on the shadow ban list for like 2 months.
That was great. I would
God,
totally do it
fucking
again, though.
memories.
Oh, but Twitch
The
updated its
titties.
guidelines so now you can stream titties as long as it's actually part of the game. So,
the game and because it's Cyberpunk, that was the whole
Guys,
thing.
yeah.
I just want to say, it's currently the civilian side is 2-0 up tonight.
Nah,
Because the round didn't go to a side, it automatically gets set to civilians.
Yep, the server won.
The Vietnamese people are the winners.
Oh, wow, that's a first.
Are we allowed to get back on the
They
server by
didn't
now, by the
lose
way?
First, they actually won the war. Didn't
That
they?
is
So,
true.
Yeah, it's a second.
Oh, no,
It's actually
I'm
a
not-
third because it's a fourth because they beat the Chinese. The Chinese invaded Vietnam after the war. And
Did they beat the Mongols as well?
Vietnamese beat the Chinese. They then invaded. Well, they'd already invaded Laos and Cambodia, and they beat the Laotians, and then they went to Cambodia and they beat the Khmer Rouge. So,
Okay.
these
They're
guys are
restarting
not
it.
to be fucked with.
Damn. All right.
Just to say, just to cover my own back, don't blame me for any of this. This was not my fault. I don't.
Yeah,
run the
you're
server.
one of the badmins. You're not the
Yeah.
actual server dev. Don't worry. We
Stop
don't blame
calling
you.
me a bad man.
But you
Dream,
ban
can we
people.
join the server yet?
It's
No.
not-
I just tried. It's down. They're restarting
Okay.
it hard right now.
there are not many militaries in the world.
I'm gonna still cast
that
NA, yeah.
say they've defeated the Chinese in battle.
No.
And that's not because the Chinese are particularly what's the word? Equipped. They're just very, very dedicated, committed to win. So when you go and fight them, they will try their best. The tactics. And they'll
Tech
throw
Marine.
every
You never
man they've
know,
got.
all right? You're a Tech
Uh,
Marine, so you would know. Any
And look at the
Slaneshi
battles in the
would
Korean
go for
War.
it.
They absolutely kicked ass in the Korean War. And that was always the risk, was if we invaded, not when I say we, the Free World Forces, if they'd invaded North Vietnam, then the Chinese would have swept into North Vietnam and reinforced. And that was always the worry, that was always the fear. That was why we couldn't step into North Vietnam.
We might have some
That was
DayZ
as well,
after FNF.
minimize the rules.
It'll
over
probably be
what
the
they
last
could farm and
DayZ
what they
stream
couldn't
until we
farm,
update all of
the
our
rest
sound
of it.
files,
It's
because I'm
always
gonna
trying
I'm gonna get
to
some more
work
modernized ones for
around
you
trying
guys.
to keep the Chinese out of the fight.
And I'm gonna work with the server dev
A lot of
to
people don't realize
collect
that,
them.
There's all the world politics behind the war. And SOG's job was to basically cut the supply lines that were coming from the north to the south and from Sihanoukville in Cambodia from the west into the east. And you know, they did a fantastic job, and they almost won the war because they literally stopped the
Oh yeah,
supplies,
yeah. I
and
was.
for a very
We
long
did an
time
ice
they were
caps
on top of it.
expedition. I posted a video for that.
And then the Tet Offensive happened.
Just a minute of that.
Viet Cong rose up in the south, and they were pretty much wiped out and defeated. And at that point in 1968,
Oh, I'd
the
recommend you join the
Americans were
DayZ
winning
server.
the
It's
war,
actually quite nice.
and the media portrayed the Tet Offensive as a victory for the Viet Cong, which it wasn't, and caused a huge backlash against the war. And so,
Why not both, right?
you know, I talked to a lot of veterans. This is their view on it, is the war, you know, started sliding into the abyss at that point. Was we can't win this, we can't win this. You know, even though they were winning it, SOG were
Thanks, Don.
defeating, you know, the NBA in their own backyard, and the Viet Cong were destroyed in the south. It was really almost a victory there. Very, very bitter for the veterans because they were winning it, and then everything fell apart.
Yeah, the public image just stopped being so favorable, and it didn't need to be.
I mean, there's
Not
always
at
good
that point.
there's always a good case to argue to not go to war. And,
I mean,
and
Angel
there's a good
Bloodwind's in the
case,
same
you know, and
boat.
a lot
She's
of
slowly
veterans
learning, you know?
supported the anti-war movement. So you know, there's arguments on both sides.
I mean, Wizard, I only ask you don't
valid.
stream snipe me or my cache
So
locations.
just
If you
to do a
happen
short
to,
development, I apologize to
be
everyone
on
watching
them.
tonight. I know everyone was here for a nice bit of Vietnam fun, but obviously things happen to the server that we can't control. So I hope your night hasn't been ruined, and if it has, I'm sorry.
you know, I'm actually. I don't mean this to sound bad, but I'm kind of glad it's happened because it gives us more time to talk with Egg about, you know, Vietnam and the
This
DLC,
is
and
how,
it's been a pretty cool stream in my opinion.
Yeah, it's been a
Making-
2.5 hour podcast at this point. It's been great.
Making the best out of you know, a bad situation in the best circumstance possible. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just waffling on to fill in, you know, like you would if you were on live TV, and something's gone wrong. It's like you have to just keep it going, right? So,
Mhm.
well,
Exactly.
we're playing again on Sunday with General Burrow.
Right,
who
quarterback.
basically ran a recon team Idaho and recon team Sidewinder in Mac SOG in Vietnam in 1970-71. And he's actually team leading. We've trained him up. I mean, he trained us, but we've trained him up in armor, all the keys and everything.
Okay, you said I will message you. I'm clearing my schedule.
Nice.
I'm coming to this.
Yeah, you're very welcome. Yeah, and it's a 10 to 12 man off. I think last week we had Drewski and Digby and Useless Fodder streaming and recording while we were playing.
Nice.
And you're very welcome to come along and have.
My
a go.
Sunday is now free.
We have a couple of slots free always, you know, for this sort of thing. So.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd be down for that.
And you actually led then in battle by a major.
Oh, that's going to be so cool.
It's a major general. This guy was the commander of 5th Special Forces Group. He's a badass. In his military career, he was deputy commander of NATO KFOR Kosovo. He also haloed in the night before the Marine invasion of Grenada, and he single-handedly took out the Cuban armor BTR-60s with a laser designator because they had AC-130s overhead, you know, and he literally lased all the armor and got it killed. The guy's a legend in Special Forces, and he literally runs our ops.
So unfortunately, we have
Sounds
dropped
dope.
quite a few people tonight, so the last round might not be too filled.
So on that note, Egg Beast.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Probably not familiar, but Liru and I are both Zeuses for Arma. We both make missions and with the intent of like running them against player bases, and the idea of having someone like that, like who not only knows this stuff in and out, but has lived through this in actuality with their life.
How
on
does
the
Egg know
line.
so much? Eggs is one of the developers for
That
the
is
SOG Prairie Fire
An
DLC,
insane
CDLC.
concept
So
to me to think that that's like the people who play Arma and the people who work on this are that level of like military knowledge and experience.
Oh yeah, I mean we played not that long ago. We played a 24-hour stream for
Oh, no,
charity,
Zach.
and we had
User joined your
Jason
channel.
Hey,
Lilly.
guys.
Hey,
Nemesis, what's up?
Yeah, so we're looking into what is happening. We can't see other than traffic from the servers getting hammered and people DC and the server continue on. So I'm not sure what's causing it. There was an ACE update, so it might be that. And also looking into if we're getting DDoS or something like that. So we'll try and make some few changes to run the next mission if we can.
So stand by for now.
Are we going to run for a 4th round? Do you think?
Let's worry about the 3rd round first.
Yeah.
And then we'll worry about the 4th.
Oh, I was just wondering.
The 4th round?
Are we going to... I'll ask you in a bit.
Well.
FNF has just connected to the server. Well, it's here.
Oh, well, yeah. I just wanted to say we're trying to find out if we can see what's causing it and
Appreciate it,
try to
Thank
get
you,
the third
Nemesis.
one.
Just seeing people guessing my age. Yeah, I'm 50, and I know a lot.
I apologize for that in my chat.
No, I just saw it. I know a lot because I've got a big bookshelf behind me, which I basically have used in designing the Unsung mod elements since Arma 2. And I spent 7 years of my life working on Unsung mod, so reading a lot of memoirs, talking to a lot of veterans. So that's where it comes from.
19 never felt so good.
Yeah,
19, but you look like you're 40.
Thanks.
I was 19. I was in the Marines Reserves. I was the fittest I've ever been.
I'm playing Arma.
I was a lady killer, you know, and I was running into the sea with a bag of bricks on my back. You know, I was in my element. I was a
Hard labor chisels that marble.
I was a tough,
complete opposites.
tough motherfucker when I was 19. You know, then you know, I just you just chill, don't you?
Yeah, you chill out.
But what you're saying about having a general like playing with us, which is really cool, because obviously he's got this knowledge of being, you know, deputy commander of NATO. He has a knowledge of warfare that surpasses anybody who's ever played Arma, probably. And that's probably a realistic thing to say. But when you just play Arma with people in the public, quite often you meet guys and they were a recon sniper or a Black Hawk pilot or a tank driver or a chef or, you know, whatever. But they've all got this military experience or the military interest, or they've got lots of family members that were in special forces, or, you know. So there's so many stories you could learn just playing Arma for a long time. And some amazing people you get to play with. I love it. And from all around the world, every different military that you come across.
Yeah, I think it's absolutely surreal just to know that in a couple of days I could be playing with that kind of person, like especially around the time frame that you tell that he was doing his stuff. That wasn't even a thought in my parents' eyes.
My dad.
I mean, I wasn't a thought in my parents' eyes when I was born, but you know.
Oof. Okay, that's on you.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
No, I just
also
think it's
weird
surreal.
how it's like. It really speaks volumes how those kind of people who have that kind of experience, the game they choose to play is in the end Arma, for recreating what they went through, or what they did, and, you know, doing all this other stuff through Vietnam, anything else that you want to do with Arma, but Arma is the base they choose.
Oh, that's what I was saying earlier, that we were playing a mission and we had Jason Lilly from Savage Actual just pop in and play a game with us, and, you know, he's Silver Star winner, you know, he took a lot of heads in Iraq, you know, and the guy's a hard charger, you know, former Marine Raider. You know, you would not mess with this guy. He looks tough. He looks tough as fuck. He's got that art. He's got that look in his eye, like he just kill you as soon as spit on you. You know, and
Yeah.
But he's actually a lovely, gentle guy. You know, he's a really nice guy to chat to, nice guy to game with, you know. And then for him to just rock up and play with us, you know, and you just know you've got a guy with you who has gone into combat. He has saved his guys in an ambush. You know, he has the instincts to react when he's shot at, and the instincts to go out and charge into fire and take the enemy down. And that's the kind of people you want on your side, you know, in those situations, really. And to know a guy who's done that for real, and then he's there with you in the game, it brings something extra that you don't get playing Call of Duty or Battlefield or something, you know.
Yeah, the closest I think I can relate to that is I have a friend who's actually a mod in my chat. He's not here at the moment, but his name's Sasha, and he is a tank driver, currently going through all his training and stuff right now. But it's interesting to play with him and hear his experience so far.
That Jason you mentioned, Egg, was that the same Jason they was talked about in Generation Kill? Since you mentioned Iraq.
Yeah, he was the guy driving the second Humvee behind the guy played by Alexander Skarsgård in the TV show, and he actually auditioned to play himself in the TV show, and I think there was an actor that they put in his place. So the guy with the video camera. And he played Jason Lilly in the TV show. Jason didn't get to play himself, which is a bit sad, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he's played with us in armor. It's pretty cool. So
Military celebrity.
Yeah, everybody was like, "Oh wow, this is we're already starstruck." And I had a. This is not, nobody really knows this, but we had a Zoom. A Zoom thing with a load of SOG veterans talking, and I was chairing it, and we had Gun Jesus turn up before the show, and
No way.
And he came into the private room with all the SOG veterans and me.
Thanks, TML. I appreciate it.
All the SOG veterans and me were like completely in awe. We had Gun Jesus. It was like,
You
oh my
had
god.
Ian McCollum.
Yeah, Ian McCollum.
Oh my
came in.
fucking
Yeah,
god.
Yeah, we were all starstruck. Like, we were completely. So we got General Bowray, we got Tiltmeyer, we got like all these like hardcore like motherfuckers, and they're all going, "Wow, it's Gun Jesus."
Where was this at? Was this in Czech
it was on,
Republic?
it was on my Zoom call. We basically yeah. We were doing a live Zoom thing to like a few hundred people, and basically in the pre-meeting we had one of the directors of Bohemia come in to say hi, and then we had Gun Jesus turn up.
Just
and I was
pop
like,
up.
Yeah, I was like, hello.
Jesus.
Somehow he got the Zoom link and decided to pop in and say
I've
hello.
been talking to him on email, so
Ah.
I brought him in, and like everyone was starstruck. It was like, we've got Gun Jesus.
So a lot of people were interested in that little bridge thing that happened in the game.
Hey guys,
Right over.
Liru, can you enlighten me a bit?
So I've got people in my chat checking out their Arma servers right now because they're part of different communities, and apparently just a lot of Arma servers are having random issues right
something
now.
maybe.
So I think it's a network thing more than anything.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks.
Because I know well, actually no, he's probably part of a different group. Never mind. So it could be the Ace thing. It could be just network issues.
Yeah. Okay, we'll discuss then.
Yeah, if you look at the clip I just put in, that's what happened on the bridge when those cars drove into the water, and it's just
TML,
it's
which
funny.
other Arma
It's
servers?
just
Official
funny to
ones
watch
or
because
part of
none
which
them
communities?
realize. Everyone thinks they're going over as normal.
Oh, they didn't actually they didn't even try and get up to speed. They just
No, they all just slowly went over.
and because they
Beautiful.
don't have short ranges,
think
they don't
it's
have
a
short ranges. They just
ZF, gotcha.
it's
Thanks.
lemmings. It's just lemmings.
You can see them dropping as well. Oh dear. You can see them literally flipping off the edge.
That is FNF. That is FNF.
If I was a driver,
Powerful
I would got out at that
bridges.
point and run up to the slope
God.
to check what was going on. So somebody decided
Yeah.
that was the best bridge to
Right
go
out, TML.
over.
Thanks for letting me know.
What I think happened is the Jeeps made it over, and the BTRs were behind, thinking that they just went over the ramp, or over the bridge like normal, like there wasn't a hole in it.
Right.
So they all thought that they could just go over as well, leading 3 guys to their doom.
Yeah, but watching that back, you can see the first one just literally falls off the bridge.
Yeah,
Then the
they
second
don't
one
do
literally
this.
falls off the bridge.
God.
The second one, you see after the first one falls off, the second one kind of stops on the edge and is like,
Wait a
Because
minute.
The BTR 40s are just, they have terrible sight lines, anything below them. Obviously, they just couldn't see.
Yeah, 3 people died in that.
Jesus.
Hilarious.
That's what we mean when we say we don't know which way this is gonna go, because sometimes you have players like Scandi Recon or Coalition come in, and then you get other times you have players like that who just drive 4 vehicles off a bridge.
Okay, no community is immune to that. I've seen those
Oh,
communities
no,
just
no,
listed
no.
also do pretty dumb shit, to be honest.
Oh, absolutely.
Sending
Especially
goes
Scandy. When they do dumb
Mhm.
shit, they do dumb shit to the max. The thing with Scandy is
Oh
like,
my god,
they don't
TML.
try.
Type
to,
something
like,
in
get
chat,
a
man.
citrus
Show
there.
off that
They're
4-year
just, like,
badge.
When they do dumb
knowledgeable.
shit, it works.
Show it off.
When they do dumb shit, it works, but they often find themselves in the dumb shit and then have to shoot their way out.
Oh, that
They
is
look for the
the
dumb
okay. That
shit.
is the diamond badge.
They
All right.
can. But
On
that's-
tier
that's what
3
makes
too,
it
so that
weird,
gives
is
them all the
they
fun
look
emotes
for
as
it,
well.
But then sometimes it just kind of falls in their
Thank
lap.
you, my man. I hope you keep enjoying everything. I hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario.
So,
Yeah, you got exactly.
flying.
Sorry, it's been a while. Got all these
Yeah.
badges up, man.
I would ask you about your Thanksgivings, but half of you are, not American, and the Liru I
half of
know.
us.
Yeah.
Oh, heck, you're British.
Oh my fucking god.
He's just noticed.
Happy evacuation day.
Yo, there's another Brit.
Literally 2 hours.
One of the stars, right
2
on, man.
hours.
Where do you reign from?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm in the southwest. I'm in Devon.
Oh.
Aren't,
No,
you aren't you like Southwest Dream? Or
Uh,
West?
I grew up in the Midlands though, so
I'm in Midlands.
And you didn't recognize the accent, nothing. You just.
No, because I mean, I hope this doesn't sound mean. He has quite a gruff voice.
I mean, it sounds like Mighty Jingles.
gruff sounds like sexy to me. Like that sounds good. That sounds like that's a voice I want to have. But
That's
Oh
the
my
thing.
god.
If he's from Midlands as well, and when you sort of grow up, when you grow up in the Midlands, it's a bit weird, and this explanation is probably going to make no sense to you guys, but growing up in the Midlands and hearing his exact voice, which kind of I can hear it now. I hear those voices every day, so I really only pick up on strong English accents now. So he just sounds like another dude to me, with a very gruff voice.
you don't-
Yeah,
you don't-
yeah,
you
another
don't sound
dude
like a
to-
Midlander either. So
Yeah.
I'd say we've both got fairly neutral accents. Like,
Yeah, we've got the British neutral accent. It's nothing posh like this, and it's
No.
nothing like this blood.
But it's the first part of that name you have for it. British. You have a British accent. I don't care if it's British neutral, it's still British.
Yeah, of course, and you have an American accent.
Yes.
But you have a neutral American accent.
Yeah,
You don't have a
I'm
thick
from the
accent.
South, but I mean I say y'all and I go ski once in a while, but I don't have a strong Southern accent. Now that I say that, I'm like throwing it on unintentionally.
Yeah. I think so. Yeah, just I have a neutral voice. Like I said, I'm not
Yeah, but I'm not
overly
talking
posh.
about your.
What are you talking about? Egg
I'm
beast?
talking about you not recognizing egg beasts.
It's not. It's just that it sounds neutral. It doesn't.
Yeah.
Like, you wouldn't understand because you didn't grow up in the Midlands of England.
Thank
Well,
God for that.
Well, I left the Midlands for the Navy and then the Marine Reserves, and then I went elsewhere, and then I finished up in Brighton for a long time, and then
Yeah.
a bit in London, and then eventually Devon. So I've been around and a lot in the south, and it just takes the accent out of you. I don't sound like a Midlander anymore. Really. Just when I'm really excited, it comes out.
Yeah. Yeah.
If I had to place yours, I'd say it's a soft Nottingham or Leicester or something.
No.
Hard to say.
I've got a bit of a crazy, not crazy family history. So my mum is from the south, very posh sort of south area, and my dad is from Northampton.
Real quick. Servers back up. I guess they didn't tell us because all the staff went to the other channel, and yeah. So just make sure you
Oh,
get
no,
on.
they told me. I just forgot to say.
Great job,
Yeah,
Dream.
Dream,
gonna-
ladies and gentlemen.
What a bad man.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
do that bathroom and grab a beer and be back then.
Go for it.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe I'll go to Dover
Alright.
one day. Have a beer. Trade war stories. My war stories are going to be a bit less. What's Broad? Broad came into my chat and called me a pleb, and then said he's British blasted wanker of wankness. What does that mean?
I don't fucking know.
That sounds like a Broadshore thing for sure.
This looks like it's
Can you
going
say
to
wanker for
be.
me?
Wanka.
Oh,
I just imagine.
This is different.
Hoxton from
No.
32. You wanka.
can you just say wanker in your
Is this-
American accent without putting anything on?
Is this the
Wanker.
same? No, it's different.
Yeah,
It's a different round. Yeah, different mission because there's a lot more assets. That is a lot of assets. Holy shit.
Blue 4 and Green 4 are attacking as well.
Oh, they have a Gao. The Huey has a Gao and Willy P
Oh
rockets.
my
Gao
god.
19.
M41A1 Walker Bulldog.
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
M41A1 Walker Bulldog.
Thank you for repeating everything I'm saying.
Yeah, no problem. I'm just saying it correct.
Shut up.
Jesus.
I literally heard you were doing EU today, and I was like, oh fuck. It goes another 3 hours of me being bullied.
I mean, a lot of people say, oh fuck, when they see me.
Oh fuck, it's a cunt.
That is usually my reaction to seeing a vagina. Oh fuck, it's a cunt!
That's crude.
No more crude than you.
I'm not crude.
If you were any more crude, you'd be a barrel of oil.
Shut the fuck up. Peach is fucking good.
Yeah, just keep smacking that like it's ASMR.
He muted himself. How are you doing, Liru?
I'm good. I'm gonna go to voice acty for this one. Just so I can speak while I edit my command here. I'm gonna be honest though, that crude barrel joke, that one was a pretty good one, Dream.
No,
Excuse me, Barb. I'll give you that one. That was
No, it wasn't.
that was a pretty good one.
They want me to play.
Can they go play?
Get Liru here too.
I mean, I'm literally 0-3 for, or sorry, 3-0 every time I played.
Yeah, but the last time you played, you know.
What do you mean you know? I won last time I played.
Yeah, well, technically.
Fake news.
What do you mean technically? There's no my team won.
Did it?
You didn't win. You didn't.
You're talking about
Why
the
are we
neutral
just
sector,
bullying
right?
Barb now? What happened?
Because do you not remember when he got removed from FNF forcibly?
Oh, you're talking about that one. Yeah, when I was with Scandy. Oh yeah, no, I was talking about the one where I was commanding the neutral sector. No, you're right. That was we did win that one. But yeah, I shot Falcon in the face because he was whining all the time and blaming people for stuff they didn't do, and I was just like,
So,
oops.
I'm not gonna try to be that guy, but in Falcon's defense, if you are someone that had literally 7 rounds back to back where every time you died, you got friendly fired, I'd probably be bitching too, okay?
Is that what happens?
Yeah, no, like every time he
Okay.
plays in
Okay,
FNF,
yeah,
it's
that
literally
is-
like 3/4 of the time he'll get shot by a friendly and killed.
Okay.
It's
Oh,
no,
it's
the
just-
reason he bitches is because of that. It's so funny though, like out of everyone in FNF, for whatever reason, he just constantly gets shot by friendlies. Dream, if only there was a way in FNF that you could tell if someone was friendly or not.
Liru, I have something
Yeah,
really interesting.
Well,
to
hold
tell
on,
you.
Barb, hold on. What?
This is really interesting.
Yeah,
It might be
yeah,
interesting to you too, Bob.
Uh-huh.
So we have this little thing. It's when you press the M key to go onto your map, as you do.
Yeah?
You know what you can actually see?
What?
You won't believe this.
What?
Your friends.
How does that work? What do you mean?
So when you press M, because you're on the same team, you can see every single friendly where they are on the map in real time.
Wow, does it like show you the direction they're facing to with like an arrow key as well?
Yeah, and it also even shows you their names.
Wow, and like if they're in the downed animation or not, like they have a different color or something?
Yeah, it can be orange.
Wow. So how does
know-
friendly fire even happen in the first place?
So, I don't fucking know.
I love this so much.
You know, it
Every
also
fucking
works on your
time.
GPS. A bit less interesting because you don't have GPS in
Wow.
Vietnam, but we don't play Vietnam all the time.
Do you have
Wow.
satellites.
Spy satellites, baby. Wait, who did you curse, Fives?
I suppose there must have been some satellites around then, but I don't know how many.
Sputnik.
Sputnik? Yeah, that was my thought too.
Probably a monkey riding around in a rocket cockpit, that hadn't made it back to Earth.
Yeah, he's still up there.
Oh no, there's a dog, Sputnik.
No,
That's
the
the
dog was no, the Sputnik was just the first satellite. The dog was it was some like female name, wasn't
Yeah.
it?
Mm.
Gary.
No.
Like Cal-
Hey, Dream, I just want you to know someone in my chat paid a gypsy to curse you.
Oh.
Oh, he doesn't
Whoa.
need that going against him as
Word.
well.
I am wrong.
Okay, Dream. Dream, you gotta get the cock out of your mouth to speak, okay?
All right. Well, while he makes noises off in the corner,
No.
What's happening? Is somebody?
I
begging?
am. I didn't expect a shock death to say that to me today. God, we awake. Okay, I am part Romanian gypsy, so I'm immune to that shit. I think.
If anything, that makes you more susceptible to it.
No, immune. Whoever paid, I'm.
Also, the dog was named Laka on Sputnik 2, apparently.
Good call.
Who
Yeah.
paid?
Lika, Liaka.
oh yeah, Leica, that's the one.
Who paid the gypsy?
Apparently, they
Okay.
paid for a Curse Max Plus.
Okay, does the curse include the death of me?
No, why would someone want you to
say
die?
yes.
That's rude.
That's cringe as fuck.
Death Note it.
Can someone put like Death Note on a book and just write my name? And if I fucking keel over during this stream, we know it works.
I mean, you're a bad man, but you don't deserve death. Only stuff to minorly inconvenience you for like
Please stop.
a week.
Stop. I want to eat my pizza and
It's just
Hang
things
out with my
that
friends.
to embarrass you, like not recognizing another British person's accent.
again, I've explained this to you.
Oh well, I did the same. I didn't get his either, so we're both.
Okay, fuck you.
That's so weird.
Just grow up
because
in the
we-
same
we-
place.
We've both got neutral accents. It's really hard to spot.
Yeah, but
It's sort of the same-
And maybe I'm sure it's just because it's American, an American thing. But like I recognize your accent as
starting.
British immediately.
No fucking shit, because you're American.
That's what I'm saying. But I also recognize American accents immediately.
Oh, Bob, I want to introduce you to the most Glaswegian person I can find. And
No,
just,
don't.
Oh
just,
yeah.
and just
Don't.
have you try to have a conversation where you tend to understand what they're saying.
Just go
Okay.
off the body language at some point.
On TeamSpeak.
I want you to talk to an
On
obese.
TeamSpeak? No.
I want you to talk to an obese Scouse person.
Scouser.
Yeah, you can kind of understand Scousers though.
It's a Blue 4 battleship.
Oh, no,
Oh.
that's not a good
What?
thing.
What did they
They
Frankenstein?
made it out of
together?
concrete blocks, baby.
I swear to God, if they Frankenstein a
It's concrete
goddamn
blocks.
carrier off my coast of Vietnam.
Your coast.
Yeah, it would
Could
be
just
Egg Beats
use the-
Coast. Egg
Could use
Beast.
the Freedom, the
Whoops,
USS
yeah.
Freedom, which I had a hand in design in Jet's DLC, as it happened.
Yo,
Really?
Yeah, claim to fame, but I didn't do much work on that particularly. I was just working on the actual the DLC that's involved, and Nod Unit made it.
We'll see where
Nod
Sam
Unit
is.
made our F4 and our Huey fleet for the DLC.
my claim to fame
Nice.
is doing a live stream with Liru.
I wouldn't call that as fame.
That's my only,
But well, you guys probably have more fame than somebody like Nod Unit who made the aircraft.
No.
carrier, you know.
No.
Let me-
Well,
nobody
okay,
knows,
it
like-
depends. Yeah, it depends on how you measure it. Like, yeah, there are more people who like say, "Oh, I know this person," but they have the credit of going, "Oh, the thing I made has been played by millions of people." I would say that's a bigger achievement.
Well, I can say that a bunch of
Yeah,
people
kill
come
us.
into my stream to bully me and abuse me. So I've got something going.
Does that include your dad?
Yeah.
Crickets.
Now you've got
Oh, good time.
you got me and Nod Unit working together very closely in DLC, and people might wonder why. Oh, it is the Freedom. Great.
Yep.
So
Okay.
people might wonder why have we not made a carrier for the DLC? Because we made the USS Liberty ship as well as the carrier in Jets. So Why can't we make a carrier for the DLC? Well,
Already have, mate.
and here's a little known fact about the carrier: is the geometry LOD for that carrier is black magic. So it took the encoding team 3 months to get that geometry LOD to work such that you did not fall through the deck when running across the deck.
God,
I
the
still
cup
do that
one.
quite a lot.
Oh, no, that's the
and-
cup one.
Oh, is that the cup one?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so we got it to work on this, and we don't know how.
And you don't know, like, you can't
Wishing.
recreate that magic. It's lightning in a bottle.
Yeah, and so I was warned by the project leader from Jets before we embarked on this DLC, do not make a carrier, Rob, and this is why. And when he explained it to me, I was like, yeah, we're not doing that. So
Jesus.
that's why we haven't made a carrier, because what we could do is we could take the deck of this carrier and we could change the island so it looks like a 1960s island. We've already made the anti-aircraft guns that could just be like slotted onto the carrier, but we could not change the deck. Now, if we did that, everyone would go, "What the fuck is this monstrosity?" Because it's a modern
And
day
it's a
looking
modern,
carrier,
yeah.
you know, with the deck and everything, and we would just get slated. So so that's why you don't have a carrier in the DLC. We're too scared to make it.
Understandable.
I'm loving these SOG lore updates.
Yes.
This is great.
And isn't it one of the issues with an object like the carrier or the destroyer, where it's like the object size limit is like 500 meters by 500 meters or something like that, or units? There's some like size limit, and like that's why if you fly into the body of this thing, it's in pieces, because the pieces are like together.
From what I
Yeah,
understand,
so it's
oh, go ahead.
50 meter by 50 meters
50 meters,
in the
that's what-
horizontal space. You can go up, but you can't go horizontal more than 50 meters and still have working geometry.
Mhm.
So we had to stitch it together, but the way we stitched it together, and I say we, I'm sort of taking, you know, I'm not really.
The
but
royal bee.
I'm sort of implying I'm part of that, but it was actually the senior encoder on Jets who basically did this, and you can't, to get that carrier to work, that was just beautiful piece of black magic and armor, and I don't think it will ever be repeated.
Amazing.
It's a masterpiece. That's what we're looking at. It's a masterpiece.
Absolutely. All right. Well, 12 minutes are left, so we should at least cover part of the people playing in it. Green 4 are going to be attacking, so I'll take a look at them first.
More law.
Yes. They are going to be the Arvins again, same as last time. Green 4 using M16s. I see some grease guns as well now. M14, still have more.
Don't worry about it, Tech
148s.
Marine, because I don't know.
Decent amount of 148s. I also see a trench gun. That's good to see. A bunch of 113s. We got that M41A1 Walker Bulldog. And some Jeeps. Some more 113s. Some armed and unarmed. And yeah, these are also the RHS ones. So that's strange. Strange
look nice.
decision. They do look
well,
nice.
They're nice vehicles, and you know, we're seeing that the guys are pretty tooled up here.
We see Bacon and Adrian hopping on the water bladder. But other than that is pretty much that as far as equipment.
be careful with
That
that.
Walker Bulldog, I think, has a 90mm gun. And-
75.
75.
Sorry, I can use the other window.
And that nice M2 on top as well.
Say
And
hi to
if you wanna go over
Chaplin.
the roster.
It also has
No, that's
30 cal
not.
coax.
That's 1919 still? The Browning M1919?
Yeah, I think it's an M73, which is basically a variant of the M19.
Sometimes I'm lazy.
Did you step away or something?
Just
All right, well, I'll go
Not
over
right
it then.
now.
I
Let's
don't
not
have
talk about that
this
right
same
now, okay? I gotta work.
mastery
I gotta
of,
work.
of the people, but of Depso platoon leading with Maz as 2AC, Patriot is leading X-Ray, that sniper team, and I think it's Olaf the M40 this time, so he will be doing the long range sniping this time. Ivan and Korvac both have suppressed grease guns, looks like.
yes, you are. How was Daisy, boo?
Ivan might have, I think that's the suppressed Sten.
Gotcha.
Actually. Otherwise, Wheaton, A2 doesn't have
Is there anything
a
I can
lead,
do for
so I
you?
guess he'll fall in with A1, who's being led by Anderson
No, I'm
and
concerned
Sin, looks
about
like.
No,
Lurch,
you're fine.
It's going to be Bravo,
It's fine.
Sam, Guess, Cap Morgan. You got Jack, Vexen as well. And in the Walker Bulldog, we have Carrie, Grav, and Mountain.
Wait, why am I on the
leading
stream?
that crew.
I don't want to be
Decent enough group. Oh, and then over for the pilots, we have Greg Legs and Brain.
So something funny about this this plane right here is that they have actually managed to unlock it with Ace Interact.
Oh no.
Greg sent me a screenshot of the fact that he can actually get in it.
I mean, let him do it. The balls.
Look, if anything happens, I wasn't here.
Then
Okay,
I'm sorry.
Sparrows on it, they can't really do a huge amount of damage.
Yeah, they got sparrows and fuel tanks. Looks like.
if you want meat, here you go.
No, they don't even have.
And he had to just run over Fonz with a bike.
I
They don't have a nose
gotta,
cannon.
I gotta do my job here, boo.
Yeah, not seeing
Okay.
a nose cannon on it.
No,
Cool.
it doesn't have one. No, it doesn't
Yeah.
have one. You have to use the belly-mounted Su-23.
And Fonz just, oh my god, what's going on?
Why do you
unless they've got
wanna
master
cry?
aim, if they've got that, they
Oh
can,
my
they can
God.
load up anything they want.
Load up the pylons. I doubt it.
Again, is there
Maybe
anything I
with
can
the
do to help?
carrier, but I doubt it. Looking over. For
Okay.
Red 4
All
now.
right. Thank you. Yes.
Are they still Pavin? Yes, they are. What the hell is going on here? Yeah.
He's all right.
Who's out on the back?
Everyone's saying hi to you, boo.
Oh, someone's just been killed.
No, they've just been knocked. Like, you can't die in
Yeah.
this.
Where are you seeing this, guys?
Red 4 spawn.
Red
Gotcha.
They
The
will.
White Citadel.
They can't die, but they can fly away.
Yeah, we have a 15-minute safe start, and inside that safe start, vehicles can be destroyed, but players cannot be killed.
Yes.
So we've seen people crash a car into a wall and exploded, but the people inside are perfectly fine.
Oh my god.
So this whole riding
Oh
on the back
no,
of the
not
bike,
Marston.
this was something we
'Cause
put
he's
in
on
at
that
the
side
beginning
texture.
for a laugh, and it kind of just forgot about, and then it got released.
He's just on the sidewalk.
Hey, bikes are the best mode of transport in armor.
You should have
Absolutely.
seen the reactions we got from
Yeah, it's
Bohemia's Q80. They saw it, they were like, "What the hell is this?"
Oh,
Uh,
there we go.
Plays
little
this guy
messy,
on the back
but
of the bike,
it's fine.
like there's nowhere for his feet
Round
to
3.
go, and blah blah blah.
Why is
oh,
he on a bike?
oh,
Why
bike
are they
fight.
on bikes? Why is he going backwards?
That's a
Why is
screenshot right
that
there.
one clipped into a wall?
Very nice. So, Red 4 are going to be the same PAV
Don't worry
we've
about it.
seen before. We actually have some Maz 4956s.
Because they're defending these two AOs right
personal
here.
favorite of mine from Nemesis got ran over by Iander. He's gonna be yelling at him now.
He's been
Nemesis is
run
one of the
over?
admins. Yeah, the Maz rifle is personal favorite.
No, I'm just doing that to mess with you.
It's like an absolute truck. But otherwise, we do have same kind of weaponry. Type 56s and SKSs, PKMs, and a lot. Fred is trying to weaponize gravity, but I think he just broke his bicycle.
Oh, it was just Koak and Pitters.
Oh,
Guy's a
man.
BMXer in his spare time.
Yeah, right?
I got lost.
Trying for the VCX games. But they also have two of those type
No, they're not.
63 tanks. And some more BTR 40s with dish comes on them. We have
Not
another quad heavy machine gun, AA gun on the back of this flatbed truck. And
Okay,
a
then
number
don't.
of bicycles, as we've seen already. As for this, they need to hold these two sectors. First one in the Hoi Citadel, and the second one is this
Thank you.
little radio station. I would not be surprised if they write off Sector 2 completely and just hole up in the city of Hue.
Ah, so did you make that radio station yourselves for the mission? Because I don't
Yeah,
recognise that on my
the
map.
mission makers can
Yeah.
That's channel points.
make, yeah, so it could
Because
be.
it's my channel.
Normally it's signified by the black blocks. Like if you look
Honey,
at
I
the,
gotta work.
The carrier.
if you look at the carrier, there's black blocks everywhere because a bunch of stuff has been placed.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I think
don't,
that is just the carrier.
I don't think I've ever seen that on our map before, so I think that's custom built. But I might be wrong.
So I think it's because the script that ties all the You know, if you put an object down, it
It makes those black boxes.
yeah. So I think that's all the different
That's a script.
boxes of the carrier itself. Also, Bloodwing's on my lap. Here's my girl.
Oh
Yes, she's drowning him again.
my.
I love when this happens.
So I have a thing on my channel where people can pay channel points for me to remind myself to drink water. When Bloodwing sees that, she comes downstairs, she takes a glass, and she just rams it down my throat. Stop it!
Hydrate.
Hi, Bloodwing.
Interesting time for you to show up.
They say hi, boo.
Hi.
So she's gonna be on my lap for round 3, so I apologize that I went a little bit
She's
slow.
so much cooler than Liru.
That's not hard.
True.
Girl who forgives you for sitting on your computer doing social things, like, you know, you need to put a ring on that.
So funny thing, I actually talked to her parents about that the other day, but don't worry about it, boo. No, don't worry about it.
Alright, everyone's got to delete their VODs after this.
I don't know what you're talking about, boo.
You're gonna watch the stream.
Maybe one day.
We got to delete the VODs.
Yes, peanut butter, great.
Guys, are they putting full tires into bikes?
Yes.
No, don't lick my eyeball.
That's a
What
big
is?
tire for that bike.
They're changing the tire. It is what
It's
it
how
is.
you put tigers in bicycles, you know? Just
Tigers.
tigers, lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my.
Is this an ace thing?
Who wants to
Yeah,
know?
it's the ace tire thing. Every tire can fit on every vehicle.
We all do.
I never learned how to ride a bike.
Light.
Oh, I never learned how to ride a bike either, actually.
Yo.
I tried to teach him.
I just
Shut
love
up.
the dichotomy. Egby's, 19. I was the prime of my life, and meanwhile, these two guys never could learn how to ride a bike.
Thank you for smacking
Yeah,
me.
Yeah, well,
love
it's all
that.
been downhill since then, you know.
Oh,
so,
for sure. But at least you had the peak. These two never peaked.
Oh,
got
I peaked.
time.
I peaked when I hit.
So
Philly,
Extreme
and now I'm
Barb
just
and
going
Egg
down.
Beast. Egg
Yeah,
Beast is
Liru
one of
peaked at
the
100K.
Vietnam SOG Furry
Got
Dire.
100,000 subs. And see, he's busy with his girlfriend on his lap right now, so he can't speak back to me.
No, I hit 100K and I don't really want to grow anymore because that's enough for me. Because if I get even bigger, there's a lot of other things that come out.
Remember, Liru, size doesn't always matter.
Are you what? What?
I'm talking about your follow count.
Thank you,
I don't know what
Bloodwing.
you're talking about.
Oh my God.
Liru is a sport dead confirmed.
2 minutes to go. Jesus, it's gonna be the longest 2 minutes of my
But
life.
I
Egg.
thought you were making fun of me when you said Liru's got his girlfriend on his lap.
Good
That
sense
hit-
of
that
humor.
hurt.
That's what.
Because
That's
it
what.
can be too big, right? It can
That
be
she
too
does.
big.
That
But
will see you
sometimes
through the hard
it's
times.
just enough.
Absolutely.
Size.
So,
And it-
Eggbase, what do you know
but
about
it's
the
what you
Greek
do with it
mafia?
that matters, right?
Well, I know they're quite big in
That's-
South Africa, which a lot of people
Really?
don't realise. Yeah, the
No, I
Greeks
didn't
and
either.
the
Gotta make
Portuguese, they
you
fight
watch
each
some
other
love
like cat and dog in Johannesburg, you know. And people don't realise that. You think you go to South Africa, it's all going to be kind of like black v white because of the whole apartheid.
Apartheid and everything, yeah.
Yeah, but actually, if you're in
Good size.
Joburg and you're walking down the street, you'll see Portuguese
Why,
and
'cause
Greek
they're a
people
dick?
stabbing each other. Like that's the thing
Huh.
I've heard. Now that was in the 80s. Now things have
Mhm.
changed a lot since then, but you know,
I did not
Did
expect
you
to
just
go
decide because you were bored to come
Yeah,
down and
same.
just bug
Me
me?
Drifting.
I can sound knowledgeable about anything. Just try me.
Does your head? Did you
have
take
a-
some
a
Advil?
general
No one
knowledge
loves
of
me.
many things.
Go take some
I do not
Advil
love
and drink
it.
some water.
Because I was being
I mean, you should be able to figure that out.
I'm one of the world's talkers, as you probably realise. I do like to just wax lyrical about anything and everything.
Yeah, you and Liru are gonna get on great.
Yeah. And me, too. Stream pass.
Oh my God.
Now that I'm making fun of you again.
What I would say about this battle tonight, one of the things.
Honey,
that
if you
guys
shake it,
haven't
oh,
realised
it's my
is the
stomach. You're
CPU
sitting on my
is the
stomach.
dog's
Oh,
model. Like, that is
God.
the most powerful weapon on the
okay,
battlefield
that's my
right
spleen.
now.
Yep.
And these guys should be protecting it and using
Why?
it to its max, because it is the kill.
Ah.
Let me check. Where's it at now? I want to see.
Okay, she's finally off my lap. I'm free. Sorry.
Rate of fire and cartridge type it has, like, that thing can kill pretty much anything. So it's in a soft truck. Oh, we've lost a tank.
Yeah, one of the Type 63s is flipped.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
Where'd it go?
It is flipped over
There
to
is
the
a-
west of Sector 1.
There is a flipping script, but me and Liru can both tell you it is a dangerous thing to play with.
Right. Well, considering the mission has started, they're gonna need some kind of help.
No, it's an all-game flip script.
No. Yeah. Well, I'm saying that people who flip the tank need some help.
No, they don't.
They've lost
Because they flipped it, boo.
Well,
Oh, you mean they use a script?
yeah, they have a script to do it, and they can use it,
Yeah.
but they're not.
They're
doing
still
it.
trying to drive it though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is they need some.
No,
help to
they
figure
just
that out.
they drove it
But
through a
now
jungle
that
and it flipped.
And
There goes
dead.
Tolly.
See?
This is why
You're not
exactly what you
stupid.
said.
Oh! Behind you guys.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. I just seen it happen.
Thank you.
And he's
Wow,
actually
that's
fine.
strange.
He's actually.
He's bleeding though, so we will have to do a few bandages. But
he got ragdolled. He's fine.
oh, you can enter the tank from under it. Neat.
Yeah.
And off they
Hey.
go.
Hey, Dream.
Nothing ever happened.
We need a little tuba, like a tuba brass band going behind. Yeah.
Hey, Dream. People in my chat are claiming because that tank flipped and hurt someone that you need to
Fuck off.
restart the scenario.
Shut up. Sick of this.
So just can you remind me of the
They did
objectives
though
I was
last
on
week.
getting?
Okay,
Yes.
so the objectives, it's another sector capture, 2 sectors. Yeah, it's just a sector
supposed to
capture
say
with a couple
that,
things.
Boo.
If anyone's already going, Marlon is all the way
I'm
up
not
in the
supposed to say
northeast
they're
because
stupid.
he's
No,
checking
you're
on
not
the
supposed
Oh,
to
I'm
say
so
they're stupid.
sorry.
Blue 4 are defending again.
Sorry about
Or defending. I think this is the first time they've defended all night. So
Mhm, yeah.
Yep.
they're defending the 2 sectors. If Blue 4 get in them. If Blue 4 go into either
Get in them?
sector, yes, get in them as in get in the sectors.
They're gonna get in Redfall?
Why are there
Yes,
no females?
they're gonna fuck them.
Right.
Mods
Yeah,
have
The
some
north
female
and
models
south, or-
included in the game.
So it's Blue 4 and Green 4. Green
Things
4
are going well,
and,
Burnside. How are you doing?
Or Arvins this time around.
Right.
But then USMC
The
are
processing
Blue 4
power it
flying
will
around
take
that
to include
Cobra
your
that's
tickle
going
biggies
around
in the game.
way to the
would be
north.
Not
massive.
mine.
Okay, so they're
Yes,
coming in
it
from the
is.
north, and they've got the easy
Oh, freaking
objective
hell.
of the radio relay station,
I vote
which
there
looks
to be
really easy.
substantial.
But if you mass your forces
Okay.
around that, it's very open area.
We'll start a
once
fund
you're
right
there,
away.
Everyone will know you're there, and then you're screwed.
I gotta pay
with
for
moving
flood
into
models
the
first,
city
but
itself,
sure,
I think.
we'll do a
So,
tickle
if
biggie
if I
fund.
was the general commanding this, I would send the
Tickle
guys
big.
down the riverbanks, keeping in cover, and I would swim across and flank the citadel. That would be my approach.
My God.
So they've Command's actually pushed Tolly in the Type 63 up to Sector 2, and he's sending another group past them. I think it's the X-Ray group, and if they keep going the route they're going to run straight into the enemy X-Ray group, and possibly even one of Green Force tanks.
Yeah, Maz right now, who's Platoon HQ, is driving right up
Right
to
into the
one of
tank.
those Type 63.
Why do people keep passing me up on a
And yeah, it's looking down this way.
Because that's
this
what
is
you
gonna be good.
kind of show them in videos.
Because Maz can't hear the tank over the
No,
sound of his own
why would I
engine.
tell you to do something like that?
Oh
I don't know, you told me
dear.
to do things to you,
Yep.
bad guy.
And
3, 2,
Maz sees it. Maz starts backing up.
Bang.
The tank sees him.
Why is he stopped?
He's
Banks,
trying to.
Banks is screaming right now.
The little Jeep that got away.
That's literally command as well. And back.
Now they
Banks
can't
lost
find
him.
it again.
Banks lost him because he turned the tank chassis.
yelling at the driver like
Thomas
crazy.
did.
Yeah, he's like, wait, go back. And
X-Ray Redfall got engaged, and no casualties, but
oh my god.
The thing there is when you've got to escape fast, stay on the contour of the hill. Don't go up, don't go down. Goes in a straight line along the contour. That's what he's done, but unfortunately, he's done it straight into a rock.
He's done it wrong. I think the Jeep's fine. He's just ditched it into some elephant grass.
okay, I thought Banks was about to drive off the cliff.
Nah, he's good. He's just hiding from the tank right now.
Banks is the tank.
That's so funny to me.
X-Ray has turned around though. They might go up there and try to check things out.
Yeah, Maz, that's actually quite bad for Banks' tank because Maz has now called in that tank. So,
The Walker Bulldog, yeah, carrying it. Looks like they're looking up this way, but they've been stopped by a tree. Never mind, they've gone around.
Well, I hope they've been practicing cannon in the time they had before the start of the mission, because
you can't fire in safe start, so probably not.
oh no, okay.
Why do you say that?
It is hard to manage
Because
you
if they've
and
got
chat
HE
going on, I will
versus
admit.
a heat round, for example, an anti-tank round, they've got very different optics, and you have to select the
All right,
optic
Boom, I love you.
in the selection screen for optics.
Thank you
know.
for dropping
see.
by.
If you get the wrong optic on, you won't get any of the zeroing to match. It's an easy thing to fuck up because you wouldn't.
Can you
understand
not
it
pretend
because,
to fall
you know,
down the stairs,
no other armor
please?
tanks, I don't think, are designed this way.
You can't
leave-
fall up
Leave it
the
to
stairs.
players.
Well, it was made by Apollo. He's just really like a genius at these things.
Oh no, I mean, as far as like because it's just dutifully, modeled is all right. Like that was the actual like optic system.
Yeah. So each type of shell you use uses
I love you, Boo.
and you have to cycle through the optics in order to see the different ones depending on which shell you're using. And then they work perfectly, but only if you understand how the optics work. If you don't, and you're just on like the machine gun optic, you won't understand
No,
why the shells.
I'm still full, but if you want to order
They're
something for
missing,
yourself,
like,
feel
they're
free.
going high and right. They're not even
But you
going
know-
on target.
Again,
Yeah, you
I'm
know,
still
like in
full, but if you
standard
want to order
armor,
something for
you just hit
yourself,
page
feel
up and
free.
down, and it gives you a
Yeah.
rangefinder. and
Or
that
you-
will
or you
If
hit
you
blow.
want to
T and
order
it'll just
something for
automatically
yourself,
raise it for
feel
you.
free.
Yeah.
I
Don't-
need to
you don't
work,
have any
Boo.
of that. This is Vietnam era. So what you do is you put your optic on, and then you use the actual optic reticle to basically calculate the drop of the distance and everything.
Ooh,
And
we
then
got Willie Pete going off.
Yeah, it
It
looks
wo-
like.
it works pretty well.
Who's firing that?
I think it's mortars.
That's a smoke cloud. Oh no, that is.
Yeah,
Willy Pete.
that is smoke, but it's Willie Pete smoke. Very
Could-
very
it could
Spicy
be.
wind.
Yeah, if it hasn't got the trails, which is equally devastating.
We don't have a mortar though.
The only
got
other
those
thing I can think of is long-range airstrikes from the Cobra.
maybe.
But
But
yeah, no, they did have Willy Pete rounds.
I don't see any spent rockets from it though, so I honestly have no idea. I think the tank, the Walker Bulldog, might have Willie Pete rounds, but
maybe is it in a position?
I don't
to
know.
fire?
It's not
It's
though.
No, it's down the valley chasing the one of the Type 63s.
Weird.
Maybe they're dropping the grenades as they're flying over, but it's a Cobra. They're just
Dude.
opening the cockpit and
No.
just
No,
It's
Cobras
way
don't
too-
have grenades.
It's also
Cobras
way
don't have
too high.
grenades.
yeah.
They've got a sealed cockpit. You can't drop grenades from Cobra. Only the
Well,
Hueys have them, and the other helicopters.
it must have been some just accidental friendly fire.
No way.
Later
Oh,
Cobras in the 1980s have like a little machine in the cockpit where you press a button and it drops up to 6 smoke grenades. But
That's pretty
they
cool.
didn't have. Yeah, and it's in the manual actually for the Cobra from Vietnam. And I actually asked a guy called Joe Driscoll, who was a Cobra pilot who flew in Nam, and he said, "Nah, that's horseshit. We didn't have any of that stuff in Nam, so we didn't put it on our Cobras."
Weird.
But it's in the manual. You know, we could have, like, if we were a
Sorry,
crap
Hugo.
design studio, we would have put it in.
Yeah, just went through the manual and just
Yeah.
the one reference. That's why you have multiple people
So
from that same kind of walk of life.
Banks's
Ask
tank
your
is heading straight towards the Golf 1 Greenfall
yep.
tank.
Both have been kind of in a stalemate in that position right now, so
They're just hunting each other down.
Maz is probably shitting it right now.
This tank crew in the Op 4 tank is missing a trick here. They should have someone push because you can see a lot from up there. And likewise, the Blue 4 should have someone on the 50 cal. That extra pair of eyes
I think they're just scared of being picked.
goes
He
a
has
long
been
way.
turning out a few times.
why is there a
Oh,
green
they
4
have-
AI?
Where?
I think
Next
that's
to
Mog,
Maz.
or that's Zeus apparently. There's a Zeus that just spawned an AAF AI and is already seeing it and talking to Maz.
Admin hacks?
Admin,
Yeah,
telling
he's-
him where he is.
He spawned and no, he's okay.
Now he's gone.
Wait, why did?
He's probably talking to him about something sensible.
Oh, for sure.
I'm messaging him now, see if I can get an answer.
The AAF have used their time machine to now help SOG liberate Vietnam.
I have
gonna
to
need
say
the help.
this is a very, very entertaining way to spend a Friday night. So thanks for inviting us in.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Glad you wanted to come.
It's just great to see like all the people enjoying like playing the DLC, but also just the way you guys set everything up and do it. It's so well organized.
Well, as
Thank you.
the admin, I'm going to take all the plaudits for that.
Of course.
Yep. Well, Carrie. Oh God, Carrie in the walkie bolo just drove himself off the cliff, or off the bridge rather, and he might do it again.
Oh no! No, that you see that is the Kagyo Dalmau Bridge. Now this is a real bridge we actually designed based on the real bridge. You can go Google it and see it on Google Earth. Like this bridge exists, the Dalmau Bridge. It's a cool fucking bridge, man. Like, and it's so beautiful, but it's like it exists in one place in that map. You know, and you'd never really know it was there. But it's just a beautiful, beautiful bridge.
Sorry, just found out something very interesting that we didn't see beforehand. Maz has artillery.
Look underneath the bridge.
Maz can call in artillery.
Oh, he has the
So that's what he's doing.
Fire support.
Yeah.
Oh God.
That's
What's
what
un-
he's doing.
What's under the bridge?
Well, I was just saying, if you want to look under the bridge, you'll see the beautiful design. You know,
The architecture of it.
yeah. It's like if you look up the design of it, it's beautiful.
Cobra might come in for an attack run.
Oh yeah, I can hear it. I can hear like the. Or
It
something.
actually has a wreck model, so if you blow the bridge up, it'll actually separate into parts.
Where is
really?
this? Where's this AA, Vic?
Bodogovich and Norris,
you
slightly
really like
north
the
of
bridge,
Sector
too.
1, 50 meters.
Yeah, because it's like we just found it like in Vietnam and said we need to make this an important part of the, you know, of the choke. So it's actually a choke point, you know, and it has the camp overwatching it, which it actually did in reality. And this bridge has become like an important sort of, you know, it's an important choke point in between the DMZ and going south, you know. Which during the Easter Offensive in '72 was like a major place, you know. They pushed all the armour north down and were eventually defeated and pushed back.
Why are all the bridges impressing me this week and last week?
Bridge lore after the bridge gets 10 kills and 2 ops. Let's go.
Jeez.
Talk about
Bridge
bridging the
lore.
gap.
Fuck you.
To give a shout to GM, you know, the Global Mobilization DLC, because their bridge laying tank is fucking epic. Like,
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah.
it's so
What?
good.
There's a what?
There's
There's a bridge lane tank.
I did not know this.
It's like an engineering vehicle.
It came with their latest major update.
I
Oh,
played
shit.
I played an op with one of those where that was like, you know, the gimmick of the op where, you know, all the bridges have been blown out and they need to be replaced in order to continue the assault. And actually having that, like having to push up and clear the space for the bridge layer to go and operate is such a fun dynamic.
Yeah, they've animated it in such a great way as well. I mean, I kind of I modded in a bridge laying tank in Arma 2, and we used to use it in our operations. But it was all a bit hacky, you know. But it was great fun because you could go anywhere and go across any river.
Green 4 Golf 1 is now almost about to walk in straight into the line of sight if he keeps going the direction he's moving at.
Jesus,
He is on a hunt. Or they're going to flip it before they even get close.
Do not try and do a kickflip in it.
Wow.
That spotlight on the front is so cool. I don't know why I like that so much.
It's an infrared light, isn't it?
Yeah, and the problem these guys have, I guess, is because they're in first person. Now, if the driver turns out, you'll be able to see a hell of a lot more than what you're seeing from inside the cabin.
Yeah,
they
Dragon,
do
it's
have
all
the
right.
commander out on the 50, so
That's a
they do
few
have
extra
bit of
vanilla
extra,
assets.
you know,
For
better
$7
eyes,
bucks,
but still.
yeah.
Yeah, if
Good
I was
enough.
to drive right turn out. Oh, he is turned out. Okay, he's got his head.
So Skipper,
Now he does, yeah.
He's got no excuse.
so Skipper's tank has their radio, has their engine off. So if he was to turn out now, I think they can just barely hear it.
They started driving because I think the commander saw something.
Yep. Oh, and
Which is
now they're
weird.
moving.
It might take them wood,
this is actually going to be bad for Skipper, because now this Golfix coming up.
Yep. Depending on how quick it goes around this patch for us. Jump.
Well, technically, the M41 should be able to kick the ass out of that.
Oh, absolutely.
Type 63. They're both
Man.
like tanks. Type 63's got nothing. I mean, 50 cal will go through.
Angel Knight only lasts for 45 minutes.
Small arms only kind of armor.
It's a 6-hour cycle.
Yeah, Golf 1 going to be able to move across the ridge.
Sector 2 has been captured.
Yep, sent Bacon in there.
No surprise. Green 4 X-ray taking that. Swola and Fred, though, they may be able to do something here. Two pretty decent people. They've got the...
Wait a minute, wait a minute. Cobra just shot at their Walker Bulldog.
Really?
Oh shit.
Ron Tank.
He wants to get a
Wrong
closer
tonk.
eye on that because,
Yeah.
I mean, they've only got like a 50 cal that can shoot forward, right? So he should be able to fly in behind it and take a look at it.
Righto, Angel.
I'm not entirely sure what the plan for Skipper is here. His tank.
And they're just playing cat and mouse at this point.
Do you think they know that each other's in the same zone?
I think so.
I think they know that they're around here. But, I mean, that's the entire reason Golf 1 came up.
Looks like Maz's artillery was pretty good. It hit a truck and looks to have
That
killed
might have been the
3
AA,
people.
Vic.
No, it wasn't. Oh, it might have been, actually.
Who's
no,
dead? Is it, yeah, Norris's group was that AA, Vic, so I think
yeah,
it
this
just
is true.
eliminated it.
Yeah, that was the AA
Oof,
Vic.
that's a huge loss.
Was that was the ZPU truck?
Yes.
Yes, it was. So that's the AA done.
That's it.
So yeah, that might be start of the end for Red 4 if they're not able to get the skies under at least neutral control.
So I think this X-ray squad is the one picking all that out. Or that Alpha 44 guy, who I'm not entirely... Oh no, that is Maz.
Green
Maz
4
is
is now
the
moving all their
itself.
infantry from the 113s. They're pushing up, so they'll probably pick a place to deploy and start attacking the other sector momentarily.
Well, I for one hope the server holds up because the final battle in the Citadel will be really interesting to watch.
Well, we've had a hard restart, and nothing... I mean, touch wood, nothing is... Yeah.
Yeah, Red 4, they're setting up their defenses on the north side of that Citadel wall, getting ready to use that bridge as a choke point. And yeah, this is pretty much what this was designed for. It's not quite a star fort, but it's, you know, it'll do. It's a fort for sure.
When we designed the Citadel building, we went back to some actual early experience I had designing maps in Call of Duty as a modder. And so when you actually go around inside that Citadel building, it's designed as a capture the flag or team deathmatch Call of Duty map. So when you run around inside the building, you'll see there's like murder holes and choke points and one-way rooms, all kinds of cool shit that we put into this to make it play in a certain way. So you can get on all the roofs, you know, you can jump across things. It's all designed for the type of player who likes to explore and exploit, position.
Real
Which is
quick, 76 is about to get behind the Walker Bulldog. But sorry, continue.
6? I mean, Skipper.
Yes.
Yeah, they might have seen him. No, they...
There's elephant grass between them. I don't think they see him. But they are on the edge of it. Might be able to see him soon.
They're actually going backwards. They might have seen something.
Otherwise, back on the topic, I think that's really cool to have that experience and then utilize it to design something in a different game, but to still have that close combat feel that you get in Call of Duty.
Yeah, so it's not, we could have just built the building as a sort of, with a few run-throughs, a few doors. No, we actually spent quite a lot of time designing it around the concept of close quarter battle. So it'd be quite interesting to see if the battle gets to that point, how can we use the building? Because you could put snipers on the roof, you can run around on the roof, jump between, go like from one side to the other.
Here comes Tolly.
Yep, other 76 is coming in.
That's 63.
That's a 63. My bad. My bad.
Kerry got out at the last second, so he might have just heard Tolly's Vic.
A few little differences between Type 63, the BP-76 is the BP-76 I think has a...
Sorry,
go ahead.
One just annihilated Kerry and Mountain's tank.
Yeah, Carry Mount are both on
Bulldog.
fire.
By the way, the 113s are gonna drive right by this 76. Or 63. Fuck. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Oh god, they are.
Yeah, Mountain and Carry are both on fire.
Yeah, Skip
They're
has
trying
seen-
to stop rock and roll.
He's gonna drive away.
Skipper hasn't seen him.
Is that Ace?
The tank hears him.
Yes, that is Ace Cook-Off that's doing that for both them and the
Oh, I
tank.
think he's seen him.
Oh no.
Yep, sure.
Charity's gone unconscious.
Nope, they haven't seen him.
Mountain's still trying to put out the flames.
Come on, Skipper.
Wow, so they have to roll around to put the flames out. That's really cool.
Yeah, and then Mountain finally gets put out, but just a little too late.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know what you're going on about Skipper. Like, the tank's dead. There's nothing else here. Well, there's the squad.
The squad that literally just went past it.
Yeah, well, you know.
They're still firing at the dead tank.
I think they wanted to
Polio.
cook off the call.
Kerry's on fire still.
He's still smolder. Oh, he woke back up.
Yeah,
But he's still on fire.
He doesn't know to pat himself out.
He is still bleeding.
Oh,
There he goes.
Jeez.
Now is this 63 gonna come down the road and see those 113s that have dismounted?
That's my boys. 113 just dismounted.
They may be about to be annihilated.
I'm
No,
just wondering
Skip's
why
leaving.
have they done that?
Wow.
Why have they gone up into this area? There's a big, large force of them. You know,
I think they were following up the tank before it got destroyed. Kerry woke back up. Kerry is now down.
What?
so they're supposed to be attacking
Damn.
into the targets, but they're all spread out in a completely
Think they-
random place.
Well, I think
Them-
they don't want to come
yeah.
through the front using as much of the tree line as they possibly can, and then crossing the railroad, getting into the broken wall part.
Well, I'll say again, I would have gone down the eastern side of the zone and used the river close to the citadel.
Yeah, no, they're completely lost.
I
They never
think
got a
it's
whiff
too
of
late
that
for
because they're
I don't think they'd have
looking
the
around
time
a
to
different
really
direction.
Reposition and maneuver down that river.
Not
I do
now.
think-
No.
Not now, but would have been good. Could have, should have,
But-
would have.
Yeah, I mean it's not blocked out. It's not ruled out. So the eastern zone here, like coming down this sort of, you know, it's really thick foliage around here, and you've got the wall and the ditch and the defilade there. It's a really easy way of getting into the citadel without being seen, and you can't use tanks around there because the ground is too cluttered.
So I think that Green Corps force went up there.
Kerry woke back up
You
and
gotta
is
be
no longer
kidding
on
me.
fire. But they're
No.
firing
They're shooting
Willie
Willie
Peas.
P's at him.
How? That man burned alive.
Oh god, here comes Skipper. Nope, still going into the tree line.
I'm gonna call Curie the burned man from Fallout New Vegas.
Yeah, something like
He's
that.
out for blood.
That Green Corps force, though, that deployed from the 113s, I think they're trying to do that same kind of strategy we saw from the first one.
Greg just
Wow.
Tolly's Vic.
Rocket.
Good strike.
Either a rocket or one of the guns on it.
I think it's 12.7.
Does it have a 12.7 minigun?
Yep, it has a gal.
I mean, look at the top. I mean, it's just what is it called when the metal is in that like wireframe mesh for the exhaust to come out? I mean, 12.7 should theoretically be able to penetrate that.
Which we talk about the Cobra. So does it have the left armpit 20 millimeter? Or
No, it has the front gun, which is 12.7 gal.
The grill, that's it.
It's just a
So
minigun.
maybe he hit it with a rocket then. Oh no, he's got
No,
the.
it's Willie Pete rockets, so
Oh,
got a-
Willie Pete rockets. Yeah, but that's he's got those on.
I don't think he has a side gun.
Look on the side. Look. See,
Yeah, he's got that
a 20
pylon.
mil.
Oh, he does
bullpup.
got.
Yeah.
Oh, he does. Okay.
Yeah, he's got a 20 mil bullpup. the arm.
The tank spotted platoon
HQ as he was running down, so it's firing at him.
I take it back. When I said earlier that the C4 was deadly on the battlefield, I take it back. This Cobra with the 20 mil, that thing can kill
Yeah,
anything.
because that's mobile.
Kiri's revenge.
Yeah, but it's also the CPU is only 14.5 mil. This is a 20 mil with armor piercing, so you can take out any vehicle. With that
Wait,
really
Liru
easy.
is right.
Yeah, he saw Dryden at the edge of the elephant grass, and he just killed Dryden. Oh, but he gets blew by his own helicopter! And he's oh my god!
Greg has done it again.
Oh
So
my
restarting
fucking
the server,
god!
or-
What? That doesn't even make sense.
He got friendly fired. What are you
Stop
talking about?
laughing. Stop
Oh
laughing.
my
It
God.
doesn't even make sense.
No, I mean he did a friendly airstrike. It killed some friendlies. Yeah. No. Restart the server.
Thank you.
By the way, Green 4 X-Ray just got torn to shreds. 2 men down on the eastern side of the SSR here. They're trying to return fire with some really well-placed GLs on Iander. Now they're going a little high, though.
Pedro and Adrian making a bus move for it.
Yeah, gotta try and get to that opening in the wall and try and at least get inside the perimeter.
The thing is, as soon as this group of
Blue 4 and Green 4 are supposed to be working
group
together
of
right now.
Red 4 players spot that mass Green 4 attack, that gives Skipper, if they call it in, it just gives them a perfect, like, beeline straight towards them.
Ooh, here comes the Cobra again, strafing Charlie 1.
Willie Pete right on top of him.
And as they run into it,
You know, I'm gonna say something a little mean right here, but so Tanaka's Community Coalition, they recently had a CCO that was SOG Prairie Fire themed.
oh, it was so good.
And I find it funny that now they're getting harassed by the air support because apparently in the CCO, like the air support was really, really heavy and the VC were just getting slaughtered. So now we have a little bit of a role reversal with them getting slaughtered as the VC.
Real quick though, Skipper and the Type 63 is opening up with the coax and that roof dishcum onto Alpha 1 and Alpha 2 from their rear and just chewing up Whiplash, Chewy. I'm seeing Timek and Cosm all taking some rounds.
If he has some Willie Pete rounds.
Yeah,
Nothing.
he used them on the 113s for some reason, but he could very well use them on that infantry as well.
There it is. Oh my god.
Oh, no.
18 misses.
That one ricochet?
That's chemical warfare. I mean, you know,
That's what it is.
it's hard to fight.
Oh my
It's
god.
hard to fight stuff that burns on contact with air,
Yeah.
There's a lot of air in life.
generally. Yeah, the smart ones ran when they could. The ones who didn't are stuck banned.
Willie Pete Rock just went on Scandy Recon's Dishka, but because it was Willie Pete, did minimal damage.
Nice.
Oh, Master's driving on a bike and Patriots right in front of him.
Oh, the Master got him!
Oh my god.
Bike boy.
Bike patrol.
He just spammed him with that SKS, hit him with all 10 rounds. Oh, and he's shooting at Adrian too.
Yeah, I think you saw him poking out of the bush there.
Yeah, he must have. Ooh, but that M16 is better. Dream.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
There's a lot going on here.
Yeah, Adrian double tapping Marston's body could still wake back up, but I doubt it.
Here's firing over at Maz, who's now behind a tree. I think Maz is calling in those airstrikes because he's got binos out and he's just ranging for him.
Skipper's running down the hill now, so he's adjusting his position.
Ooh, Willie Pete Rocket went right on top of him.
Yeah.
That was pretty fucking dope, let's be honest.
It's a real war of attrition.
Mhm.
Yeah, and that's not. I don't know who that really favors in this case. I think it favors more the attackers since of how thin the Red 4 guys are right now. But if they're able to, utilize that Type 63 still and take out most of these reinforcements coming from the west, they should be able to hold out, I think.
Now,
I don't know,
one
Hell Knight.
glitch that the Blue 4 may not be aware of is that if they fire
Thinks they could have the start
Willie
zone
Pete rockets
on the
into
coast.
Citadel. 3 floors, yeah. Now, if you put a white phosphorus on the roof, it'll burn everyone, even all the way down to the ground
Oof.
floor. And if you don't realize that, you know, you wouldn't use it, but you want to use that white phosphorus against anyone in a building, because in armor, when you do fire damage, it works throughout all physical vertical levels, and there's nothing you can do to stop it.
I've heard that it's really hard to make fire damage, like
No, you can't.
balanced.
You
Yeah,
can't,
realistic.
You can't. So those white phosphorus rockets are actually really powerful against anyone in an entrenched bunker or building or anything like that. Same with napalm.
Yeah.
In reality, that would just suck the air out anyway.
Yep.
Asphyxiate. So
Ooh.
Something else got blown up by that.
BTR 40 just blew up.
Yeah.
Did someone go down with it?
No.
Yanda's dead, but I think Yanda died a while ago.
Yeah, I think so too. Yanni's getting shelled pretty hard though. He's got bits of white phosphorus all around him.
kind of almost want to give them the 10-pound AG rockets because they're a little bit less devastating than white phosphorus.
But as we've seen, white phosphorus with Ace doesn't do really as much damage as it would realistically.
Yeah. I don't know if it's an Ace decision or what, but I was interested to see if the white phosphorus would actually set fire to people with the sort of, it's not really new. It's hard to do.
Yeah, I'm sure that's something very specific they had to code with the tanks.
It would be
Cobra.
interesting to see in the future.
Cobra just strafed and eliminated the BTR-40 Swola was in, trying to shoot him down. Got Adrian now throwing grenades up there. Oh, he's marking red smoke.
Yeah, he's fucking marking red smoke, and yellow, so he can.
Marlon, fucking Maz. Oh, and Skip is firing at Captain Morgan, Lurgent Timek, as they try to infiltrate. Captain Morgan's getting slapped right here.
Yep.
And he's down.
And yeah, there's that bird going on to Swollen Fred.
Are you seeing what the remaining 63 is doing to the green 4 guys on the south?
Yep.
Ooh.
I just said this.
I'm sorry.
I just said this.
That's why I was asking for clarification, if that's what you're talking about.
I think that's a good move to put the tanks out on the flanks where they can cover all the big open areas and hit people in the ass. And
Thanks, Christian.
Yanni's being fired up.
The pilot is Greg Legs and Brain. I think Brain's the gunner. G Legs is the one flying.
Overwatch.
One of, if not the best pilot in FNF.
Yeah, but one is a 63 not vulnerable.
Yeah, never.
All right, Adrian's dead. The last X-ray guy in here. I think Yanni found him.
Yeah, Yanni was running away from being shot at and probably just ran into him by complete accident. I guess that's that Scandi luck you were talking about earlier, Bob.
Mm-hmm. Just happens to go right in their lap.
We're gonna have 15-minute warning called 90 seconds, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, this has been quite a long round.
Well, as I say, the green 4, they're attacking the wrong side. They should have come in the other side. There's so much close quarters and they've got so much protection.
Ooh, the tank getting hit by white phos, and for some reason Skipper runs away.
No, it's
No, it's not.
Vance is getting shelled by the 63.
Getting out was going to be the worst choice because it's probably hurt him as he's gone out.
Yep.
Yeah, maybe.
Yep, he's still getting hurt. He ran to it, but then...
Yeah, to Green Force credit, they did initially try and do a northwestern push through that little kind of shanty town, but they got repelled really hard with the force that they sent, so they converted the bigger force to a different push. But yeah, like you said, it is so much open terrain. They were able to work down it through like some concealment in the rock faces and stuff like that, but really it wasn't the best choice from the get-go.
And they've got a lot of open area to cover, and then getting into the citadel itself. It's just a lot harder from this side. Like the other side, I mean, it's easy to say now with hindsight, but of course, if you look at the other side of the river, like you're looking at on the Liru stream, or is that? No, that's Barb's stream, I think. No, it's Liru stream. Yeah, you've got those.
Ooh, rocket hit on the 63 by Bands, and a follow-up shot by someone else.
I was just about to say, Criminal is sneaking up, and he's a demo specialist, but clearly he's not needed anymore, and he's going to try and hit Banks. He's not firing. Fair enough.
Tank's flared up.
Yeah, that is Op4's biggest asset gone.
Yep. So you're saying, Nick, about the terrain?
Yeah.
Well, with the, you've got the two canals on the other side there, and if, you know, obviously, I'm saying they should come in that way, but if you do and they are waiting for you, you're going to get chewed up because there's nowhere to go. So it's easy to say coming on the east side, but then, you know, the reality of it, if they're waiting for you, you're going to be in the shit because there's nowhere to go.
Launching grenades over at Kirk and Retro.
Egg, what you were talking about with the Willie Pete rockets, the chopper just did that, and now they got Stottenberg got knocked unconscious with it.
Ooh,
Yeah.
he wakes back up.
Yeah, it'll eat you through the concrete. That's the thing. It'll get you. You know, it's not supposed to in reality, but it will. I mean,
It is a video game.
yeah, it can't be helped the way it's done.
Some more explosions as we start to see some Green 4 pushing through this breach.
Yeah, they're getting into the compound, and that's.
Yeah, 13
Oh,
minutes
that's a
and
really
change.
nice nade by Jack, straight onto Koak.
Yeah, good for them.
Lush.
They've made it in.
They made it in. They've got a force back here still by the rail track. Could maybe get up on the rocks and do a little bit of overwatch or suppression or something, but they may want to try and commit as many people as they can to this breach into the or this push into the breach.
Here comes Jack. He's about to hit Koak on behind. Bat is down by the bush bits. Jack sees Koak.
I'm guessing Op4 doesn't have a mortar.
Look at Op4 Arcor's position, and look at where Green 4 is throwing all those grenades up. He's gonna have a great position to hit them as soon as they enter this breach. Here it goes.
Hit a machine gun to be 10 times better.
Yeah, but just knocks Sin out. He also has an RPG. He could fire it there if he needs to.
That was a good call, Liru. He's just lighting all the guys up.
I think he was forced to move though because the Willie Pete was starting to enter the edge of that compound.
He stalled the rush that they were doing.
Yep, just
Oh, he might find an angle from up here.
here we go. He sees Cosm walking in.
He's going.
Oh, the Cobra's circling him though.
TK Llama can't quite secure the kill.
Goes Brown. Look at all this smoke. Jeez Louise.
Arku's taking names.
Yeah, you could tell it wasn't. It was just network issues earlier. Not
Yeah.
anything to do with that smoke.
Yeah, there's one.
Another kill for Arcor.
Arku is taking names. He's literally like.
Green Thumb's freaking out shooting behind him.
Wouldn't be a bad idea if Arcor jumped over and didn't die.
Yeah, just like hitting the elephant grass.
Oh, more. Mac Merritt now shooting at Seb and Despo. There's a lot of confusion on Green 4's ranks here, and Arcor might use that to slip in.
Awesome, and TK Llama, now Arcor, yeah.
Hold up, Arcor gonna run right into Green Thumb. Ooh! And Anderson gets him.
Anderson wins.
Anderson, head honcho of NA, proving himself by killing Arcor, who's the staff member under him.
On the south side.
Staff on staff violence.
Bant and Lurch are now pushing up. See Sam and Vexen as well. I think Jack got taken out. No, Jack is still up. He's on the eastern side.
What are you talking about? Jackson here with us. Love you, Dream.
But Jack at 0800 is now. But ooh, and
Whiplash pushed by Tanaka. And then Shim gets him.
What's going on here? Retro calling BYB gets rinsed by Bay.
That can just kill with that.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Damn.
My only guy left to fight is Roadkill by the bridge.
Here
Maz
comes
about to be
Matt.
flanked by Tanaka. Tanaka gets the kill. Chewy
Yes, the
walked up on.
The K50 reigning supreme.
I told you, I love that gun.
It's a brass round.
Oh, Shimabet's almost blowing Tanaka there.
No,
10 minutes. Tanaka gets him! Oh! Oh my god! Tanaka, no!
Yeah, Tanaka, he was like, you friendly fired me. No, I friendly fired you.
This is completely
Great kill on
switched
Seb.
in favor to Red 4.
A little bit.
It's at least evened out.
It's evened out. I'll agree with that. Yeah, because there's still 5 Red 4 inside the sector. Depso is going to try and start to push in, but he's got Swollen Nemesis and Ash waiting for him.
There's a fight going on in the Citadel, right?
Yeah, Bay, Vex, and Sam taking out Pierce's buddy. And I think
Band gets
that's
Pierce.
down.
Depso,
down
There's
there.
the double tap.
There he goes.
Depso's blinding Nemesis with the flare.
With the flare rounds.
Probably more effective than any HE round would be. Forcing Nemesis to move, and that draws him.
Great pickoff!
That's a really nice shot by Depso right
That's
there.
an amazing play.
Fred firing at Greg.
It's starting to lean back into Green 4's favor.
Swallow throws a nade out. It's not going to go anywhere near.
Yeah, here comes K from the south side. So they're gonna be able to pincer it slightly.
Tanaka and Anderson about to run into each other. Nope, I think they just dodge each other just by a bush.
Tanaka's busy bandaging all of his wounds. Anderson, I think, is gonna go around.
More
With
birds
the-
on friendly forces now.
Yeah,
Oh,
Vexen doing the friendly wiggles.
they wiggle to the chopper.
Depso's now inside the zone. He's hiding between the hedges as Fred and Swole move around the northeast side. Vagrant and Ash are over on the south side. They're still in it, but barely.
Here comes Banks. I don't know if you said that already. Banks from the tank. He's about to sneak up on TK Llama and course him if he decides to.
Anderson's gonna walk right onto Tanaka. He hears the bandaging, that's why, and he fires a GL point blank, goes for the melee, and then Tanaka sprays him down.
Jesus, you got
He had the GL set, but because of the minimum deck distance, oh my god.
Depso and K are both in the sector.
I just messaged Anderson saying I was beautiful.
The BM targeted.
Oh, that
In
was
reality,
great.
If you fired a 40 mil into somebody at that range, you'd knock them out straight out of their sandals.
Oh,
But
absolutely.
Arma Physics doesn't do that, unfortunately. Sam pushing and killing Vargran.
They win.
Okay.
They win. Green 4 win.
They do.
That is, yep.
Ash is the last one inside the zone, so even though there's still more Red 4 alive, there were
Wow.
Green 4 taken. We finally finished our round.
Bayant just jumped from the ledge. Wow.
Oof, indeed.
Oh my
That
God.
kept going back and forth like crazy. Good God.
I'm actually kind of surprised Green 4 brought it out.
So,
I thought Arcor had decided it. You know, he took so many guys out on that breach.
Right?
Really nice.
I thought he was going to be man of the match and the winner. No.
Apparently not.
so
Alright.
one thing I do want to ask, and normally I don't ask this because in my opinion, when we have like more than 2 people in this channel, things get a little lost, but Egg, this was awesome.
This is amazing.
So
Thank
will you
so
be
much.
joining us for NA?
For
Because
what?
for the NA branch in an hour and a half, I'd love to have you here.
That might be a little
What's
late.
that?
It's
No,
the
I
same
can
as
do it.
EU. It's the same as EU. It's just
So-
3 more rounds, but hopefully no more server
okay,
desync.
Yeah, I'm up for that. Yeah, I'm up for
Hell
that.
yeah.
Egg, if you didn't know, it starts at 1 a.m. our time.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. I'm happy to do it. No, it's been a blast. I've really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Oh, this was great.
So I know we still have one more round, but again, I'd just like to say a big thank you to Egg Beast for joining us and lending
we don't
their
have
devs.
another round.
Everyone's DCing.
No, I'm talking about.
You mean
NA.
the second branch,
NA.
silly.
Oh, okay.
Melon?
okay.
Can you?
You said round.
Yeah, round. Shut up.
Branch,
Let
Cooper.
me thank
Okay,
Egg, please.
please. Yes,
No,
of
yes.
course.
Thank anyone.
So okay, you know what?
All right, chat. Thank you so much for watching. we'll be
Anyway,
back in an hour and a half with the
thank
4 of
you
us again.
to
Hope
Egg
you
for
enjoyed
you
this.
coming out,
and
bringing your devs,
we'll see you in 90 minutes.
and all of that good stuff.
They brought
It was
me.
it was such a pleasure to have all of you. Thank you for releasing this incredible mod, and thank you for
Thank you
making
very much.
having the ability to do this big PvP event.
Well, thank
I
you guys
think-
for playing it. And thank the audience for watching, because it's all mana for energy that goes into us that makes us want to make more content. So,
So- Sort of the same thing. Same thing as I said before. I don't know. I'm rambling. This has been
And jumping
such a
on
big event
Daisy
in
right
the
now just to
SNF
run some
community,
gear.
So I don't doubt at any point. This is not official, so do not count because I don't set up the events and stuff like that.
Because he's only a badmin, not official admin.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
I can predict we see another one of these. Probably not before the year closes out, but not long after 2022 comes
Nice.
back. And hopefully
Yeah,
by
I'd love
then
to
we'll
see
have a lot more fun things to play with whatever you bring out next.
Yeah, we invested another $500,000 into making assets after release. So you can expect a lot of cool things to come along during the next 6 to 12 months.
Also,
forward
here's a
to it.
caster tag, so you can get in here.
We'll be back in
Alright,
90
well, thank you
minutes.
very much, Nick
I'm
Beast. Yeah,
I'm not going to stream the
see you in
Daisy.
about
I'm
an
just
hour and
running
a
gear.
half. Same time,
Yeah.
same place.
Yeah, that was great fun.
I locked eyes with
Mm.
Van for a moment,
Yeah,
but
time
it
for us
was a
Americans to go
friendly.
eat dinner.
I
And
don't-
Sorry
thanks,
for
man.
hear that, Retro. Thanks
Yep.
for the 4-month resub. Hopefully, I'll see you in a bit. See you guys in a bit.